didn't.
Yeah?
You did not.
The Glutens, they were coming out of the woodworks. They were Tommy, and Tommy was from Kansas City. So we called him KC. Right behind me was Tex. He was from Baltimore. So there we were.
When Generation Y mingles with Generation... What?
All right, see you in a week, Pops.
Huh?
No, not you.
How you doing, face?
Hey, you get your mangy
Boys.
mitts off of my granddaughter.
Boys.
You're not my granddaughter.
Don't you
Your
tell
mitts
me
are
what to
relaxed.
do.
No.
This is damaging me emotionally.
Who?
The greatest generation in human history faces their greatest challenge. Pop Swap, only on Orlando's Super TV 3.
That's right, everybody. Come on in. Have a little fun with us tonight. This is Owen and Dirt's Pop Culture Radio. I am Owen. Over there, a handsome guy with a hat is Dirt.
Yes, sir.
Take a look at that hat, by the way, everybody. Those will be available for $99.99, $99.99 soon from the website. Whatever website there is. But joining us as always, and coming in every week, with bells on his toes and wrap in his head.
I'm like a disease. You can't get rid of me.
Well, more like a rash, not a disease. You're not going to kill us. You just mildly make us itch. But this is the new rap sensation. I'm going to say that. I haven't heard any updates since, a couple weeks ago. But
Oh, yeah.
I know there is a song that for 2 weeks, and now that I'm thinking of it, it's coming back in my head, that I haven't been able to get out of my head since you played it for me.
Hell yeah.
But
It's changed quite a bit, too.
has it?
Oh, yeah. Not the structure of the song, but
It's
his,
evolving.
It's evolving, yes.
I mean, are you still getting a guest rappers on your song?
Yeah, but his delivery has, I think
Evolved?
he's finally becoming. It's like he was Bruce Banner, and now he's becoming Hulk.
Oh, all right.
I was drunk enough to sound confident. Is what's happening. After your birthday party,
Cheers, whatever works, man.
after your birthday party, we went back into the lab, and
Yeah.
things happened.
Well, good. I can't wait to hear this. I'm not putting pressure on you, but what is the time frame of maybe possibly
It's a long thing because of so many people involved and stuff.
Yeah.
2 months? End of the year?
No, more like end of the summer, I think.
All right.
I think August, September we'll have it ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think what we have to do, well, no, because you're doing more because you're actually working with the other people. But I would think mine and your part, maybe 2 or 3 more
Probably,
sessions, something like that. So maybe about another 6 to 9 hours. You know what I mean, of me and him, and then whatever he's got to do with everybody else. And
Well,
then,
there's 3 features on the song. 2 of them are going to be doing their tracks and sending them to me, and then one of them is going to be coming here, and we're all going to work on it together. So,
I would say, don't bust out who it is.
yeah, I'm not talking about it.
I can't believe that for my second song, I've got the features I do. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Vanilla Ice isn't doing much right now, so no, you don't have any Vanilla Ice or anything
I'm Lemon Ice.
You have more local big name rappers. Right?
Yeah, I mean the street cred on this is going to be nuts, though.
Yeah. What I like about
I'm getting co-signed hard.
Yeah.
at least you're getting something hard, right?
First time in a few years.
Never. I don't know what I meant by that. But no, Rick, this is part of your personality. You have a family of musicians and talent that you have you've met throughout your life, and you keep. I mean, if they're real, honest, good people, you keep them around and you include them in everything, and that's what I like about this project that's coming up. It's friends that you've made along the way, new friends, and from what I've heard, it's not like Bushy is being put down with these other more established rappers. This is Bushy's song, and they're on his song, right?
Yeah. It's going to be PCR Bush featuring.
That's the ridiculous part.
That is huge. That's fucking awesome.
If they were just like, hey, we got this song and it'd be cool if you did a verse, like, don't get me wrong, that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're
enthusiastic about it, like they're like, they're like, oh, this is fucking dope.
It's fucking flattering, dude. It really is.
Well, I will try not to say too much, and I'm excited like a kid on Christmas. So.
Yeah. And what's going to be fun is once we get all the verses in place, and then that's where we're going to do all the ad libs.
Oh,
and so all of them are going to be doing some ad libs too, where it's like shouting out the verses as they come up. So I think that's going to be fucking cool too.
And from what I remember, from what I've heard, it's kind of like a party song. It definitely gets your booty clapping. And it's all inclusive. I like that. If
you don't
hook.
care, when we go to break, I'll play him what we got so far. I think he's gonna. Yeah, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I love the hook where it's like, can I say the one line?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he had.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
All right,
I actually forgot that when you said, oh, we actually changed it. I thought he had already heard that, but I forgot.
He hasn't heard that.
That was like Chris or Brando or something. Like he hasn't.
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, when we were on the patio.
That was another old father.
All the old white guys look alike. I have a hard time keeping you all straight.
Somebody asked me about that the other day. I go, where were you, or did you get older? I'm like, no, that wasn't me. They're like, did you stop dyeing your hair? No. I don't dye my hair, by the way. I just want to say that. It's beautiful. See, it's probably greasy. Oh yeah, it's greasy right now.
No, it's looking nice. It's got a sheen. It's got a sheen to it.
Very Superman right now.
That's called grease.
Well, but there's a fine line. Believe me, I don't like bad personal hygiene, and that's not bad. That's just. It took me a long time. I was one of the people that would wash my hair every single night with shampoo. And it turns your hair into cotton bait. You're just like a puffball. There's no weight or body. Nothing everything grows like straight up in the air. It's horrible. It looks all frizzy. That's actually healthy. I was told at one point, you only want to wash your hair like maybe 2 times a week with shampoo.
I do it every morning, man. No, I can't. No, yeah. Every
morning.
I mean,
you run water, but like actually, if you use shampoo every morning,
and conditioner.
Well, here's the thing. I will say this: it's also different too if you're working every day, like sweating your balls off. That's because you're putting a larger amount of oil, into your hair.
Yeah,
but someone that's in the AC every day, only a couple times a week, maybe.
You have good hair too. You don't have a whole lot of gray.
It's in the beard, but my dad, even when he died at 74 or something, like no gray, in his hair. It was always dark.
And Dirt's hair is clear. You see right through that shit.
It's invisible.
But that's a choice, right? You'd have a little bit. No, yeah, that's all right. You said you'd have like a horseshoe kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can grow. I actually last couple weeks ago, I didn't shave for like a week and a half, and so then I had to go back to work the next day, and I'm like, fuck it. So I just trimmed my neck and up here and made it look like I meant to have a beard just because I was being lazy. But when I grow, I did notice though that I've been clean shaven for almost 2 years now, and a year and a half. And I noticed when I do let it grow back, it's coming back way more gray. And that's actually like almost like motivating me to just grow the beard out again. Because I'm like, always think that looks cool as shit when you got like that
gray hair.
Fucking gray, beard. It's definitely, I've always had like blonde and like blonde brown hair. So it's like my mustache has to get super thick before you can even notice it.
Right.
And so now I'm like, no, let that shit go all white. If I had a straight white beard, I think it'd look better. So
is blonde brown red hair gonna get red?
No, it's not. No red tone. I don't have any red in it at all. But that would have been. Yeah, I would have preferred that. Like no, but it's like almost like when my mustache grows in. It's the hair's almost clear until it gets to a certain length, and then it'll get some brown tinge to it. But yeah, I've never been able. If I just tried to grow a mustache and nothing else, from 60 feet, you won't even be able to tell I have a mustache.
I need to Photoshop Bushy's beard on both of us and see what it looks like. See what we would look like.
Well, we've talked about it.
Well,
you may be gluing my, doing something.
If you
with
shave
my-
your beard, I will glue it to my face. I will do that.
I'm telling you, I keep going back and forth, but I need to do it. It's time. It's almost like trimming a hedge and it comes back better. It's just not what it used to be. I don't know if you guys seen that picture I shared on Facebook from like 8 years ago or something.
No, no.
Oh, it was so much just more full and
Yeah.
not gray. And I know it's not going to grow back in not gray, and I actually kind of dig the two.
Do you want to
separate
color it?
patches.
Have you ever thought about coloring it?
Nah, I'd never dye it. I'm kind of like, I kind of wish it would just, if it was going to do it, I wish it would just go all gray.
Yeah, yeah.
I do kind of, at least it's even. We've talked about the fact that it kind of came in 2 stripes there, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fine. But
I like it.
it just, even conditioning it
Racing
and everything, it
stripes.
just doesn't feel nice like it used to.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm over it for now.
Well,
It's just hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Set that beard trimmer to like a 4 or something, and just do the whole
No,
thing.
if I do it, I always it's either full beard or skin.
Well, that's the
one or
thing. Is
other.
if you're gonna trim it down like that, that's what I would do too. I would shave it completely off and then grow it back in because
Yep.
all that hair there is probably damaged. So it's like shave it all off, grow it back. Anytime I change my facial hair, I would shave everything off and grow it back.
It's damaged. You
Well,
mean
and,
like
and,
the
and
roots?
it's just it is nice to be able to feel wind on your face for,
Yeah.
for a year
Yeah.
or two.
Well, that's like when I started going completely clean shaven. I was like, it was like just a total different experience because I've had a beard for the better part of 20 years, and I'm like, then when I had nothing, I'm like, wow, this is like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm like 60-40. I'd say I'm 60% beard, 40% clean
Human.
shaven.
Oh.
Right.
Right. No, 60% beard, 40% skin. But no, it's either I love having the beard and it being long enough to pull on, or if I'm not going to have the beard, I don't want a short beard and have to trim it all the time. It's either I like everything, so I just have to trim it once a week, like up here in the cheeks and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Or once completely take it off, and then once a week I just shave clean. I don't like having to sculpt a beard every week.
Right, I know what
it's
you mean.
just I don't like it.
I had this like old 1940s style like pencil thin mustache for a little while.
Yeah.
And I love the way it looks like that.
But
I just
pain
think
in the butt.
but it's such a pain in the ass, man. I had that mustache actually when the first time I hung out with Mickey Ward, I had like the whole like orangutan beard, so it was like probably a inch and a half gap in the middle. So it's like the mustache started like right on either side of my nose and went down to like a long ass goatee.
Reverse
Right.
Hitler.
So it looks like an orangutan's beard. And then the next time I saw him, I had the pencil thin mustache, and he was just busting my balls for the first like 15 minutes. He's like, "Hey, how the fuck you doing that? You gotta have a fucking razor, real fucking sharp, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like a straight blade razor. That's what I was shaving with at the time. It was like old school, like flip it out, fucking leather strap shave." And he's like, "How the fuck you do that? You got a fucking real sharp fucking razor. You got to up here, your fucking lip moves." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, motherfucker. I get it."
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. I mentioned Christmas, earlier. I mentioned it for some reason, but I did do some early Christmas shopping. I'm one of those people that does it a little bit early because I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I need to get something. And I don't think she's listening because I think she's having a little bit of problems with the kids right now, so this is perfect.
Okay.
But I'll say this real quick. The remember Nicholas Klug?
Oh, Nico Klo. Yeah.
That's the way you say it.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about supporting a murderer.
Yeah, but I mean, he's reformed and he's a good guy. I mean,
you're right.
yeah.
So
He's been good to us.
So I went
If
to
they invented a way to unkill people, I'm
He
sure
would have done
I'm
it.
sure
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure he would be on board.
He'd take it back if he could.
I mean, he also ate people, dead people. but-
allegedly.
Yeah, but they were already dead.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's right. That was
That's-
not alleged.
Yeah. yeah. That's like eating roadkill.
So his website, he has a website, Serial Pleasures.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Have you ordered anything from him?
No, I've not.
Well, anyway, I found a couple things on there, and I know Brittany's kind of the killers. And
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that, so I did that, and so I ordered it, and the interesting thing is what happens after you order.
What do you mean?
This is the page. It just says, "Thank you for your order," and then there's a map of where you live.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah,
That's
they're-
like almost everything's like that now.
Yeah, they're showing you where they're sending it.
Well, Usually,
Owen's like, they're coming for me.
Usually there's like a thanks for your order. This is what you ordered. Shipping is here. This will get here possibly this day. All this is on this website is a thank you for your order with some kind of gift.
I'd love it if it was just you get your order email and it's just a picture of him with a camera outside your house.
That would be totally
Well,
worth
so
it.
the thing is, and I've been going through a lot of this now with finding fulfillment for small business,
Yeah.
and almost everything is well, the highest reviewed from small businesses is Shopify, and then you've got Shopify, and then the Shop app, which News Junkie uses that as well for their merch. And that's basically what it is. It just goes through this app. It pops up on your screen, shows you the map and where your address or where your house is. And the main reason for that is because when you order and if you see that on the map that it's not your house, then you're like, hey, we need to fix this because
Okay,
your
all
shit's
right.
going somewhere else.
That makes more sense. But like coming from a murder, a guy that eats people.
I understand that, but I think if it was anybody else, you wouldn't be feeling that way.
I like
Exactly,
the
yeah.
idea that you're just like sitting there, you order it, you type in your address and everything, and then you push it. And he's like, how does he know where I live?
No. I
You
got
just
that part.
typed in your address,
You literally just
motherfucker.
put it
I got that part. I'm just like, why did it just like say just thanks and just show me where I live? That was it. Like no order summary,
Yeah.
nothing. It was just like we're coming. You know.
I like the idea. He just sends you a screenshot of like a Uber or like a Google Maps to your house. It's even got the line across the ocean and everything.
I did have a choice with shipping with his website. It said regular shipping $10 could take up to 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it said free shipping, and it said $10. So I picked the regular shipping, so just to be safe. But
I
yeah.
can't remember who it was that said it, but this is way back when I was doing comedy. We were talking about something one day, and we were talking about being a security system salesman.
Mhm.
And we're like, yeah, my sales pitch is that I show up to your house, I knock on the door, and when you answer the door, we talk about all the reasons why you need a security system. And if you're not home, I just leave a brochure on your coffee table.
I ain't a fucking door-to-door salesman. Freak me out.
I like the idea of taking that further. You just break into people's homes when they catch you. You're like, see,
You need a system.
If I can do this, can you imagine who else can?
it would all.
The next guy's not going to be so nice.
I look. I'm wearing a company shirt. I swear.
Dude, I have a very nice "Don't bother me" plaque outside the door, right under the doorbell.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And
Is that for us?
no, not
Oh.
for you guys.
Duh.
Mainly the solar panel people.
Right.
They ignore it. They knock on the door. They ring the doorbell. They rile up the dogs. I have to go out through the fucking garage. I go, hey, can I help you? And they're like, hey, man, who does your solar? I go, nobody, and not you. You're just bark. My dog's barking. I have kids inside. I got a woman who yells at everything now. And I'm like, come on. And
I have worked for solar and water purification companies, and it's just too predatory. I was making like $2,500 a week, and
how do they make their money? Just off the renting of the thing? Is there? I don't know.
No, off the sale of the system. It's commission. It's 100% commission based, and that's the other reason why everybody's so aggressive with it is because you don't get paid if you don't sell.
Right,
You know,
right.
if you sell, the commissions are crazy though. It's like depending on what you sell. I was making, I think it's about a $1,500 commission on like $8,000 system.
Well,
So if you sold 2 in a day, that's a $3,000 day. But I actually had one day where I sold 3 systems.
well, I'm just putting it out there to solar people. I am not one of your commissions. Peace and love. Peace and love. Don't bother.
They don't care. They're going to keep going. Just so you know.
That's fine. I'm going to start witnessing to them. Tell them the good news of Jesus Christ.
They'll listen to it if it gets them in the house.
Will it? Oh, God.
Yeah.
What you should do if you don't want him to come in the house, just answer the door completely naked.
No, it makes me feel weird when I do that.
That's what I have so many hang-ups in life, and that's not one of them. And so I'm so thankful for that. I will literally I'll walk to that door, open it up, butt fucking naked, and just go, "Sup, dude? Want a beer?"
You know what that means?
I got to start selling things.
Big peepee.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
No, it does not. It definitely does not mean that. It's there's a lot of things I care about. That's just not one of them.
That's what a guy with a big pee-pee would say, right?
Right.
saying that. I will disappoint you.
Big pee-pee.
He probably thinks pub subs are small. What is this? This isn't a sandwich.
Dude. Brittany's having some issues with the kids, which always come up, which is great because she's not listening right now. So I got that last story out without her hearing it. But you guys met the kids.
There's 3 people listening. Are watching. I don't know who is, but 3 people are.
Well,
right now.
I only have 2 ex-wives, so that's 2 of them.
It's funny because every time I watch the live stream and I see how the people are watching, I'm like, it's kind of a we never have more than like maybe 4 or 5 people at one time, but I'm like, then I see the downloads on the podcast, and I'm like, okay, so we're just more suited for the podcast.
And I'm the kind. I don't even listen to it. Like, I don't listen to live stuff. I just don't. I prefer the.
Well, it's Saturday night.
She just commented she is listening.
Oh, damn it. Well, I love you, baby. That's what I was going to say. No, but I was going to talk about our kids, our beautiful, beautiful fucking kids. And I say that with a little frustration. You notice my glasses, my styling glasses. I'm wearing the backup emergency pair that I've had it taped together. Then I break the tape, so I've bent them nicely so they'll stay on my face. So, like right now, I'm so old. I'm looking at the screen. I can't see what the fucking computer says, but there I can fucking read. It's like fucking magic. Ben Franklin knew what he was fucking doing. But I'm having to wear these because my beautiful little daughter, 8 months old, she loves chewing on my fucking glasses, and I've had like, I don't know, 5 pair disappear in the last week. I don't know what this little bitch does, but she gets them, she hides them, she puts them in like fucking the couch, and I'm down to my last pair, and I need to go buy some more because it's just fucking annoying.
Speaking of your birthday party that Brittany threw for you.
Yes, thank you, dear.
I never played this on the air.
Thank you guys for coming. You guys are awesome.
All of you who are listeners who love Miss Dot,
oh shit,
Owen's grandmother that likes to call in and has a thing for Mr. Bushy. I got a prank video with her. Did you see it?
You got a prank video? No.
Oh, I pranked Bushy with your grandma.
It was pretty funny. I almost peed on your floor because I was laughing so hard.
Dude, I just looked here. I don't know where the audio is, but I recorded it on Brittany's phone. I had a phone conversation with her a couple days ago for an hour, probably an hour and a half. And it was the same shit over. She couldn't get her TV in her bedroom working because Brittany had to change the password, blah, blah, blah. And trying to get that woman to bring up the keyboard on the TV and type in a she got most of the email address. Then she got to .c and she accidentally hit L and then Q. And oh my God.
.clq?
It was over.
It took her on the dark web, tried to sell some pills.
I go, Grandma, hit delete. She goes, okay, but now it says auxiliary. I go, you got the wrong remote.
Wrong button.
And I go, you got to hit the HDMI button. And I recorded like 25 minutes of this before I had to.
That's awesome.
I go, hit the HDMI button on the big remote, the one you just had. She goes, it doesn't say it anywhere. And I go, read the button say. She goes, all right, the first one says COM. The second one says HDMI. I go, that's it. Hit it. Anyway, you'll hear that upcoming show. So I'm sorry.
Bushy went to the bathroom at your house at the party.
Okay.
And so I went to as soon as he said he was going to go, he goes, let me just run to the bathroom real quick.
I saw you all up to
I went to your grandmother and I was like, hey, do you want to play a prank on Bushy? And she goes, I do.
That sounds like
and so this is the prank. Listen to this.
Uno momento.
Do you need me to help hold you anything?
Help hold you anything?
Well, I'm not sure that I can use one hand. I might have to use both.
And then you hear Bushy muttering, and then he opens the door like,
oh, God.
I didn't know she knew stuff like that.
Dude, she's hilarious, man. She's hilarious.
She just can't find the delete button on the fucking TV.
Well, it's like I can remodel a bathroom, but to use a PC is like fucking Chinese to me. I don't even own a computer. I mean, you don't really need it with the phones.
Yeah, you don't need it.
But like I've never, even when I had my own tile business, my girlfriend at the time just, did everything that was computer based.
Man, You know what's funny?
It's a real
is-
problem when they leave and you don't know any of the passwords to your own shit.
It's even worse when they leave and you only have one password for everything.
It's
and
even
she knows
worse.
it.
It's even worse when they leave when you have the one password for everything and she uses your personal information, including your social security number, to buy a big screen TV for a new boyfriend that she left you for.
Oh.
On your credit.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
fucking
happened?
bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking Best Buy, man.
Best Buy's fault. Fuck you guys.
I mean, she had all the information, like literally everything. She was basically me, had everything.
Isn't that fraud, though?
Yeah.
Can't you
Best Buy
report
doesn't
that?
care. They sold the TV.
You know what that reminds me? I don't know why. I always take it to movie references. Remember the movie Casino?
Yeah.
When Robert De Niro puts $1 million in that safe deposit box for Sharon Stone and tells her this is just in case I ever get abducted, and then he goes to check the safe deposit box one day, all the money's gone, and she fucked Tommy and left town.
That's it.
Fucking bitch.
I got a TV out of it. A TV. I mean,
Well, this is when a big screen was like $3,500.
all right.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
For-
just
for
got
like
a new
a 60
TV.
inch.
I can't believe how cheap they are.
Yeah, I
no,
saw
it's
that box
beautiful.
out there. What, 71 inch?
65.
Oh, okay. I don't
Well, I
know.
had a 55 in the living room. Now, keep it in mind, I never intended to. I hate doing when shit like that happens, where it's like, I've got so many things I'm planning right now that I'm working on, and then I get up one morning, the fucking TV won't come on, and then I tried everything. I tried to fix it, I reboot it, I tried to factory reset, all that other shit. Nothing would work. It
Did
just
you punch it?
it comes on, but the screen wouldn't come on. It's like I can hear the audio, no picture. So,
Nope,
dude,
I'd punch it.
$398.
Yeah, they're
For
cheap
a
now.
65-inch Samsung.
Yeah.
A Samsung.
It's a beautiful age.
This
we're living
isn't even a fucking
And a
Walmart
smart
brand.
TV.
Now-
It's a smart TV. It's not even a Walmart brand, dude. That's my first big screen TV I ever bought was a Sony, one of those ones that had wheels on the bottom. It was a 52-inch, and I remember when I bought them, me and my dad watched a boxing match on it that night, and he's like, "This is incredible." It was like $2,200 that TV.
Yeah, the kids nowadays, they watch on their phones. Little baby TVs in their hands. They don't. The monitors are like an old person thing. It is. I don't know. So anyway, yeah.
But not only that, I didn't even realize. So that TV that I had in there was a 2019. No, not 2018.
Yeah, that's not long. ago.
Vizio, right?
Yeah.
And then when I plugged this thing up and turned it on, the picture is like twice as fucking defined. Like, it's like a night and day thing. Like, I didn't realize. It's almost like when you watch a movie from the 90s and you see the the video quality, and you're like, oh man, that really makes me feel old. It's like you plug a new TV in, and I'm like, my TV wasn't even that old, and this one is like so much better.
Well, I imagine the other TV you had was at best 1820, and the new one's 27.
Probably
62 or whatever
Yeah.
the fucking new ones are. The 4K, Ultra 4K.
But see, here's another reason why I'm a fucking miser when it comes to shit like that. I didn't throw the old TV away. It's in another room because I'm thinking I probably can find somebody who can fix it for me.
No.
Wait. When I moved out of my other house, the landlord sold, and I had been
Yeah.
there for like 8 years. I had to take 3 TVs out of my closet that didn't work. They were all 3 of them were stacked up.
What's wrong with you two?
Because I was convinced it felt bad throwing away, a 65-inch smart TV.
I can't. Yeah,
But
to
yours
me,
worked fine.
The new one I bought.
No, the ones you saved it was.
No, they broke, and I bought a new TV, and I put the broken one in the closet, thinking that I would get it fixed for like $50.
I'm gonna see you both on an episode of Hoarders. one day.
I almost cried fucking throwing 3 TVs all at the same time.
Well-
they all look brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
They
some-
were broken.
So here's my defense, right? So here's my defense for it, right?
You're on trial now.
If it's something stupid, simple, like there's, I've looked, because of course I go online and I see it could be this, could be
Like
this.
a power supply.
So it
switch or
could be like
something.
a little simple fix, and then I can take that TV and put it in the bar outside of our lounge, and because that one on the lounge, it's a 55-inch, but it has
Okay.
that
You could do that.
blue tint that Vizios get when they get old,
Mm-hmm.
because that TV was given to me. That was a free TV, the one that's out there.
All right.
So I'm like, well, if I can fix this thing, I'll put it out there and I'll get rid of the other one. But,
All right.
you know,
I hear your defense, and I counter it with the time that you're going to spend finding somebody to figure out what the problem is, And then
I'm not going to find him. I'm going to do it myself.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, the time it takes you to figure out what the problem is, and then to order the part, buy the part, put it in, fix. You could have just spent $250 and got a new monitor.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean,
But
is your
understand.
time really worth it?
For me, I don't. I always look at I want to throw that shit away, and somebody's going to take that fucking TV
fix
and
it?
they're going to go fix it
Because
and they're
they
gonna
need
have
it.
Well, I guess, but
Because they can't afford a $300 TV.
I
so
don't
they're
like
picking through
spending
people's-
money on disposable things.
Well, I
I
actually
don't like throwing things away.
I
That,
know,
you know.
I know.
Listen, here's the thing. I will literally go through every time I when I redid the studio here. I threw a ton of stuff in the trash because I go through all the drawers, go through all the cabinets. Don't need this. Don't need this. This is outdated. This is old. I throw shit away. I have no problem with that. But what I have a problem with is I just had to spend $400 that I didn't plan on spending to buy a new TV.
Yeah.
That one, if there's any value to it at all, I'm getting it out of it.
Yeah.
You know, when I
get-
spend money, I hate, and that's the one thing that Heather gets so pissed off about. I hate spending money on stuff that is to me is considered unnecessary, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if I eat a filet mignon or a peanut butter sandwich, both of them are going to become turds that I'm going to flush down the toilet. So I'd rather go with the peanut butter sandwich. So,
but
that's
the
the way
filet
I am.
mignon
I don't
tastes
like
so good.
spending money. I know, I get it, and whenever she cooks stuff, I love it. But my whole thought is always take the cheapest route because I want to spend my money on things
That's-
that aren't going to go away. Like I don't like spending money on momentary things.
I get
you know?
that. I get that. Yeah.
If I invest money, I want it to be something that's going to be around for a few years. Shit like that.
Now, Bushy, do you maybe? I'm wondering. You said you had 3 broken TVs, and you didn't want to get rid of them.
Well, and it was the same thing, idea that Dirt had. That a lot of people told me that a lot of times these TVs
It's
it's
simple.
like a fuse. You know what I mean? You find out it's like a $4 fuse to fix your $400 TV.
All right.
Go ahead. I interrupted.
Well,
What were you
no, that's fine. So, do you maybe some? Is it just that, or do you attach like a memories to those things?
Oh no, I
Oh,
can.
no.
Like sentimental value or something? Fuck
Yeah,
no, I can't.
no.
As a matter of fact, when I threw them in the dumpster, I made sure to smash them so nobody else could use
Oh,
them.
so you did
Fucking-
throw them away eventually.
Yeah, when I moved, I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna bring 3 broken TVs with me.
There you go.
That's just crazy.
Okay.
That's the lie. Putting them in the closet for 6 years is fine, but moving them to another house that seemed
That's
a bit
the
much.
line.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's healthy.
So
Ish.
here's where I'll
Ish.
take with this. So I don't really put
And
don't-
I didn't really smash them. I set them by the dumpster.
there are certain
I
things
break things. Get-
certain things that are very, very few and far between that I connect sentimental value to.
Mm.
But when it comes to things that I have where I know I will never find this ever again, I will never part with that. And a lot of that has to do with either memorabilia or records, right?
Mhm.
So have you guys watched the show The Jinx?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It's an HBO
I know what a
series.
jinx is, but
No, the HBO series, The Jinx. It's about that guy in New York, Robert Durst, that was the real estate mogul.
okay.
That his wife disappeared mysteriously in 1982, and then his best friend got murdered in L.A. in 2001, and then his 2000, and then his neighbor down in Texas got murdered in 2003. He stood trial for the one in Texas. So anyway, this guy decides to do a documentary about him, and he talks to him, and he becomes friends with the guy. Well, the shit that he did and said during the course of the documentary ended up leading to L.A. opening up a fucking murder charges, and the guy fucking died in prison because of it. Like, he was just stupid talking to people he thought were friends, and they were making a documentary, and they're like, holy shit, this guy just admitted he killed these people. So in that series, he has his best friend is a guy named Nick Chavin, who in the 70s went under the moniker Chinga Chavin and did filthy, dirty country music. And so I saw that the 2024, the second season came out. It was one season in 2015, and then 9 years later, they did a second season following the trial because he finally got arrested and went to trial. So I watched that, and they talked about his Chinga Chavin personality and his filthy country music. I went on Discogs and I found a copy of his 1976 record, the only record he ever put out. I found one copy of it for $40, and I go, I'm spending that $40.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I bought it. It'll be here sometime this week. But yeah,
That's funny.
he had a guitar that was shaped like a toilet seat, and he had a song called "Come Stains on the Pillow." Come stains on the pillow where she once laid her head. That song was written by David Allan Coe, and also Kinky Friedman wrote a song with him on the record. All guys I'm
and that's the guy
familiar
that
with.
ended up being the murderer, or the one doing the documentary?
No, that was his best friend that turned state's witness on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What I'll remember till the day I die is my aunt up in New York. I don't know. I think I was like 16. She bought me a Red Peter CD, and he has the song on there about a boy and his dog, and he named his dog Stains, and he would call "Come Stains."
Yeah.
It was a great song. Yeah, that's what. All right. We've been jabbing for a while. Jabbing or jabbering? Jabbering is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm a couple beers in, maybe 3. So sit back. This is only the first segment, though. Oh yeah, back with the kids things. I was talking. The baby destroys my glasses, so that's why I look like a modern day nerd. But the other thing is, I want to do this story real quick before we go to break. When we go to break, we got some TV shit to do, maybe some rap, maybe some listener feedback if we want to go that way.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I was going to talk about Christmas shopping. I did a little bit.
You did, yeah.
There was some more, but I'm going to scratch that. I don't need to talk about that. But all right, so I think Bushy over there knows this story a little bit, but the boy loves watching TV on every fucking TV in the house, because whatever room he goes to, he has to have TV on, which I blame myself or my lovely woman for raising him on TV. Right now he's going. I mean, he went through a Winnie the Pooh phase. He went through which was kind of fun. It was only like a couple days, but a Spider-Man and the Marvel Friends phase, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Right now he's in a Blippy phase.
Okay.
Every fucking channel has to be on this Blippy thing, and I've heard of the Blippy before. And dude, before I had kids, I was like, I didn't know how to be around kids.
So many friends who have kids have vented to me about Blippy.
Oh, have they? Well, before I ever had kids, I wouldn't know how to talk to them and stuff. Like my friend would have a 6-year-old and I'd be like, "Hi, how are you?" I wouldn't know what level of intelligence they have. But now that I have kids, I know a little bit better, and I can hang out with them a little bit. But and he just fucking he loves his Blippy right now, because he's in that stage of mind where he wants to know how everything works and understand everything. And Blippy, I'm in between. I like the show because he goes around and he looks at things and he explains things like, look, here's a construction vehicle and it has a big mouth on it, and but he also acts like a slow adult, and it kind of irritates me. He gets this high pitched "Hi, everybody."
He does the what kids go, "Oh, he does a funny voice."
Yeah.
For adults see it and they go, "That guy's an asshole."
Yeah. There was something rubbing me wrong about him, but I mean, the kid loves it. I mean, he's watching him, go into a grocery store, go to a zoo and look at all the animals, and I got to find out about this guy, and I look up his name, and apparently he had a couple different monikers. For those of you younger, moniker is a label or a name.
Yeah, stage name. Yeah.
Let me
doesn't Mr. Peanut wear a moniker?
That's a monocle.
No.
Well, here I've got a couple. Here's some. You got me on board?
Yeah.
This is a couple examples of the Blippy. Hold on. Am I playing? No. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, you're up.
Hold on. No, it should be. Play.
This is awesome.
Okay, hate it.
Okay,
All right,
hate it, all right.
That was enough.
Hold on.
I am out.
Here's another one.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
And this one. Come on.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. But again, the kid likes. So I look him up, and he goes under he used to go by the name of Steezy Grossman. Steezy, kind of like sleazy.
Yeah.
And a few years back, right before the Blippy shit came up, and this is a YouTube sensation type guy.
Yeah.
Which irritates me even more, because you're trying anything and putting it on YouTube and something sticks. And I mean, I guess good job on one hand, but when you hear what he was doing right before he tried the Blippy thing,
Yeah.
it makes sense why he rubbed me the wrong way. Remember the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, yeah.
It went crazy, and
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
I guess the joke was to be sitting like normally, and then once the bass
When the
line,
bass drops,
everybody do something
Yeah.
stupid.
right.
Well, he decided to do one, and I'm going to play the audio for it. Can I play the audio?
I think so.
Do you-
I know what it is. I never heard the audio, I don't think.
Do you want to view it?
No, I don't want to view it.
Why is it?
I have some questions.
I know
about
what it is. I don't want to view it.
Steve, he's sitting on a toilet, pants down. He's dancing with a bike helmet. Let me just turn it around for you. I don't think the videos will.
Okay.
One point, when the bass comes down.
You didn't know about that, there? No. I am mad that I've actually seen that now, but that's pretty goddamn. What kind of piece of shit do you have to be to do that? Okay, so I'll be honest with you. Now see.
For those of you who can't see it, when the bass drops, it goes from him sitting on the toilet to him standing on the toilet, facing the opposite direction with somebody with his ass out and somebody on the floor, and he shits all over everybody.
I mean, aggressively, like that. That was like that. What's
explosive shitting?
I think he took that sodium hydroxinate or something. You know what I mean? That clear shit they make you drink before surgery.
That's what I was going to ask. How the fuck did he do that? Because if you look at it, what comes out all at once is this big, huge pile that would take me 30 seconds to make at least, and then like chocolate milk.
No. So if I'm not mistaken, first of all, didn't they call that video the Harlem Poop Shake?
I think so.
Harlem Shake
but
poop.
that's
Harlem
that's
Shake.
fucking Blippy.
Yeah,
that's
the
Blippy.
dude.
Blippy. When your kid is watching this guy, tell your child about like
Don't tell your
excavators.
child that. Oh.
Excavators. He shit on his friend. And that makes me wonder, like, he really wanted to be famous, so he's kind of going down that extreme jackass route, I think, and then he landed the kids show. So I'm wondering, and if you watch that video, if you want me to play it again, even at the beginning, he has plastic taped up all around the bathroom with the walls.
Was that on YouTube?
No.
I was
of
going to
course
say,
not.
I'm surprised that actually got by the community standards. I didn't think you
no.
could actually show bodily fluids.
No. There's this wonderful website called
Is it Blippy
Archive.
with an IE or the Y?
Blippi.
Okay.
But
excuse me.
anyway, what I was saying before was I had heard about the story, and without seeing the video, as gross as it sounds, I'm like, people do stupid shit when they're younger.
Stupid shit.
First of all, he's actually older than I thought he
Yeah.
would be when he did it, and that was for some reason in my mind it was like a little squirt, you know, the amount you get on your hand by accident and be like, oh, I need to wash my hand 12 fucking times now, you know. And
I just love the fact that a guy shits on his friend in a video, and we're all like, but it was too much shit. I mean, shit on your friends all you want, as long as it's not too much shit. That was far beyond enough shit
Well, no, I think I'm
to
saying,
make it acceptable to me.
I think what I'm
With
thinking.
that much shit, that's obscene.
Even
a little turd, I'm in your.
All right.
Okay, I'm game. That much shit, fuck you, dude. You're an asshole. That was way too much shit.
Well, and also if it would have been solid, I wouldn't have had as much of a problem with it. But like because
Half of it was solid.
No, that was all 90% spray. That was that was horrible.
Yum! Tasty lunch.
They recorded that clip right after he shit on him.
I want to know, all right, it's bad enough to be the guy that goes, hey, I'm going to shit on my friend. But who's the fucking friend that goes, hell yeah, I'll be shit on?
The dumber one that wants to be famous even worse than the other guy. We're going to be famous together.
This is so weird. All right. Enough of Blippy. Just be careful who your kids are idolizing. You know, I don't know. He has a great theme song. I mean,
So much to learn about. It'll make you want to shout.
shit on your friends.
It'll make you want to shout. I would actually bet you money that there is some remix video out there of him doing the shit with this song. You know what I mean? Like playing in the back. I guarantee you somebody.
Well,
made
in a
it.
couple days there will be. Just saying. All right. That's enough for now. I need to go get another beer. When we come back, we might touch on celebrity deaths.
Okay.
Might do viewer feedback. Oh, Johnny Carson used to do the magical Karnak. I'm going to do the chubby bar snack.
All right.
And I've got my own little thing I'm going to do. I'll just give you a hint, a little haktua, you know. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't
A little
know.
hint.
We'll talk about that and a lot more. So stick in there during the break. Dirt, you have some music for
I
me?
do. So I talked about him. I've actually featured this guy on the show before. Really cool release that just came out. Orville Peck. He's the gay cowboy country singer with that wears a mask. The real deep, velvety voice.
Yeah, okay.
He just released
so.
an album called Stampede Volume 1, and it's all duets, right, with other people. So super cool story about this is that last year at Willie Nelson's 90th birthday party at the Hollywood Bowl, he covered a song that Willie had done years ago and got a whole bunch of backlash from Nashville about it. It's called Cowboys Are Frequently Secretly Fond of Each Other, and it's a song about gay cowboys. And everybody got pissed off about it, right?
I remember you playing me that.
So
yeah.
Willie went to him and said, hey, we should cover that song together because he said with everything that's going on these days, because like, it's more important now than it ever was.
Yeah.
And so he did the song with Willie, and it's on his album. What's funny is he's telling the story. He's like, Willie called him and said, let's do it. And then when he met up with Willie a few weeks later, they were all sitting in his bus. He said, under the influence of all that is Willie, so you know what that means.
Weed.
And they started discussing the music video, and Willie goes, hey, you and I should get gay married in the video. Can you imagine how many panties will be in a bunch if I get gay married in a music video with you?
Tell me it happened.
And he's like, they were going to do it. They decided at the last minute not to do it because they didn't want to make a mockery of gay marriage. But
Okay, all
Willie
right,
said
yeah,
he
yeah.
only wanted to do it to piss people off. But regardless, this is the track. It's out now. It's Orville Peck Stampede Volume 1. Cowboys Are Frequently Secretly Fond of Each Other. It's
a catchy song if I remember.
It's
right?
a great song. Yeah, and it's you can tell that when Willie does this song, it's meant to be a fuck you to anybody who has a problem with. He just likes to be against the grain, and so I think it's fucking great. Check this shit out.
Feels good.
And Orville's voice, man, is like.
It's ridiculous.
So
you know
fucking
me,
good,
not
yeah.
even a country fan, but the right voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are some out there, and this dude's voice is ridiculous.
Listen to this shit.
Well, there's many a strange impulse out on the plains of West Texas. There's many a young boy who feels things he can't comprehend. And the small town don't like it when somebody falls between the sexes. No small town don't like it when a cowboy has feelings for men.
And I believe to my soul that inside every man is the feminine.
Listen to this last line by Willie.
And inside every lady, there's a deep manly voice, loud and clear. And a cowboy may brag about things that he's done with his women. But the ones who brag loudest are the ones that are most likely queer.
That's true.
Cowboys are frequently secretly fond of each other.
I like this line here.
What did you think all them saddles and boots was about?
Leather.
There's many a cowboy who don't understand the way that he feels for his brother.
Get those spurs,
And
baby.
inside every cowboy, there's a lady that loves to slip out.
I love
Yeehaw.
it. You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We'll be right back.
If you want to live your best life, you need to call me, Jake Berman. My life revolves around sports, but maybe yours doesn't. That's why I'm introducing the Jake Berman Betterment Program. Let's hear from a few satisfied customers.
He's changed my life. His classes, they mean everything to me.
Excuse me,
You
sorry.
need something?
Cheryl, I'm gonna need those reports on my desk that we talked about by 5.
Do you see my lips move? I am talking to
I'm sorry, I
a
didn't realize
friend.
that you were talking to
Can't
someone.
you see I'm talking to someone?
But don't take my word for it.
Jake's teachings really helped me process the death of my grandfather.
Here we are to honor this man who loved immensely, who held tightly, who caressed.
Hey,
gently.
come on! Is this a wake or a wake me up? Wrap it up, buddy! Come on!
I'm Jake Berman, and the next time you wake up, you'll be that guy. Call 415-239-9878-61515. I want you to live your best life. Call 415-239-9878-61515. Then pound 10. I'm Jake Berman.
Want to open up a drive-through liquor store that doubles as a notary public and dry cleaner? That's all you, my sons and daughters of liberty. Here at Badass Hangry Eagle Brewery, we've been bottling up freedom for over 6 years, and we encourage every American to embrace their God-given freedom with their lips. And just in time for this crucial election year, be sure to look out for our Devil's Advocate series of handcrafted beauties. We'll have you playing both sides of the fence in no time with our party-specific fun facts of corruption printed on every bottle. Our Build-A-Wall VIP beer will infuriate your liberal friends, and our cover-up coffee porter will alienate your conservative ones. Because what's more American than becoming a multimillionaire off a drunken idea for an app that tells you what kind of pizza matches your suit? Drinking a Badass Hangry Eagle? That's what. America. Badass Hangry Eagle Brewery. America AF.
Badass Angry Eagle Brewery!
Badass Hangry Eagle Brewery. America AF.
After a local Ponzi scheme pulled the wool over my eyes, attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover my life savings, $36,000. Thank you, Mr. Newberg.
You're welcome, Chet. I was honored to recover over $40,000 for Chet after a local gym took him for a dumbbell, and I'd be willing to help you too. I've graduated from an accredited law school and passed an intensive examination in the state of Florida. Ponzi schemes are illegal. You don't need two other friends to tell you. Visit AskTheCrab.com. That's crab with a K, and you've got a case.
After spilling a hot beverage on my pants, Attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover $14,000 for me. Thank you, Mr. Newberg. However, I specialize in only one area, you. Go to AskTheCrab.com and see what Crab Newberg can do for you. With Crab Newberg, you've got a case.
After my grunkle misdiagnosis, Attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover $140,000 for me. Thank you, Mr. Newberg.
You're welcome, Valentino. I was honored to recover $140,000 for Valentino, and I'd be willing to help you too. Grunkle is a very serious congenital condition. If you've been misdiagnosed, go to AskTheCrab.com.
After being laid off, Attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover $2.1 million from me. Thank you, Mr. Newberg.
You're welcome, Joe. I was honored to recover $2.1 million for Joe after he was fired from his job, and I'd be willing to help you too. I've graduated from an accredited law school and passed an intensive examination in the state of Florida. No one has the right to treat you like dirt, but if they do, I will make them pay. Simply go to AskTheCrab.com and see what Crab Newberg can do for you.
After my illiteracy prevented me from reading the slippery when wet sign, Attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover me $50,000. Thanks, Mr. Newberg.
Yesterday's realities are today's fantasies. Hey, I'm Hetty Violet, caretaker of Astor Farms, Florida's newest and oldest rentable bed and breakfast. Astor Farms hasn't been updated nor upgraded since its construction in 1845. With no running water or power, you'll be able to live like your ancestors did, but on today's dime. If these testimonials don't sway you, nothing will.
June 12th, 2014. My wits are failing me. I feel a constant hunger for the unattainable, and a thirst that cannot be quenched. I feel a presence watching me in the darkness. A creature, a trapped soul, somehow dodging the light of this flickering candle. By sunrise, I fear my life. Maybe an extreme danger.
How about this fine how do you do?
April 4th, 2016. The rations of hardtack are too damn stale. Cracked my front teeth in great pain. Salt pork for lunch tasted rotten. Too much salt. I told that woman not to heavy-hand the salt, but she did just to spite me. Oh God, is she trying to kill me?
Live yesterday's life today at Astor Farms. We'll get the bedroll ready for you.
It's been called this year's sleeper hit. Prime time tomorrow on Orlando's Super TV 3.
Where's the Miero?
I'm afraid you'll have to try a little harder, Hernandez.
Where did you pull her? She's too big to fit in these drawers. And she's made of bony skin, not invisible matter. So I know she cannot be standing right here.
Very clever, detective. But not clever enough.
¿Por qué, Miero? She's just a girl. A closet-sized girl. Dios mío, there's a closet door right here.
Oh, no. No, don't open that door!
Carrie DeLipschitz and Jim Mahoney star in Milfana Hernandez, Detective MILF. Only on Orlando's Super TV 3.
breakfast. Ma, tell me when the boys get here. It's 7 o'clock and I wanna rock. I wanna get a belly full of beer. My old man's drunker than a barrel full of monkeys. I'm a old lady, she don't care. My sister looks cute in her braces and boots. A handful of grease in her hair. Don't give us none of your aggravation. We had it with your discipline. Saturday night's alright for fighting. Get a little action in. Get a body's oiled as a diesel train. Gonna set the dance alight. 'Cause Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright, They're packed pretty tight in here tonight. I'm looking for somebody to see me right. I'm a use a little muscle to get what I need. I'm a sink a little drink and shout out, here's a man.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. You notice that? You recognize that voice?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm trying.
Orville Peck duetting with who? Bushy, do you know?
Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Elton John.
Elton John.
Oh yeah, okay, that's who it is. Yep.
That's a come up, man. I mean, you put out an album, and you're duetting with Willie Nelson and Elton John on the same fucking record.
So this is super immature.
Yeah.
And I swear, I know it's not like this, but yet again, we try to be comedy here.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear something like two really successful, good-looking dudes that are gay do a song together, I just imagine they get done with the song and go, hey, wanna fuck? Man, that was great. You wanna suck me?
Willie Nelson is not gay.
I didn't say Willie Nelson, Elton John.
Yeah. What's funny is that's the reason why you think that way is because that's the way guys are. It's like if you did a song with a hot chick, and at the end you'd be like, hey, I bet he's fucking that chick. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it's definitely an immature thought, but,
I remember you.
They probably blew each other.
This is like 20 years ago. There was a friend of mine that I was like, hey, I tried to hook him up with another friend of mine that was gay, and I'm like, hey, you should meet this guy. And he's like, do you think just because I'm gay that anybody that you know that's also gay that I'd be interested in? I'm like,
yeah.
That's not how it works. And he's like, yeah, he's like totally not my type. We're both bottoms. And I'm like, I never thought about that.
Great riff, bro. Want a hand job?
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And I'm like, yeah, I was lucky to know so many people who were gay like 20 years ago, like in the late 90s. So I kind of got it. It was like you got that whole like, all right, listen, I understand that you don't have a problem with what we're doing, but you need to know a whole lot more about how all of this works. And
Right.
like,
You're still ignorant in your belief about what's going on.
Yeah. I know you don't want to drag us behind a pickup truck, but also you probably need to know a little bit more before you go out and fucking talk to people about this. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna. I'm trying to figure out where to go next. We got so many things, but I want to hear from Bushy a little bit. I've been talking a lot. Dirt. I always love hearing your voice, but I haven't heard enough from Bushy. And we did get one listener feedback. I guess you guys also, when I haven't been here, been talking about rap feuds or a little. With
rap beef.
Lamar and Drake.
Drake,
right now.
yeah.
All right, this person says, speaking of rap feuds, I love the talk, so we got some positive there. But they go, 50 Cent, in my opinion, has been one of the best rap battlers ever, especially with Ja Rule. So what's going on with 50 Cent and Ja Rule?
Well, it's not what's going on. That was in the past, back in the
all right,
mid
early 2000s?
Yeah. So they had their beef, but so the reason 50 Cent is such a monster with it isn't even just like the songs. It's the fact 50 Cent will purchase all the tickets to your concert so that nobody shows up.
Oh, man, really?
50 Cent will make really funny Twitter posts about you and your personal life. Like 50 Cent, it's not that he's some amazing rap battler. He's decent, but it's the fact that 50 Cent
He's
goes
vicious.
above and beyond and trolls incredibly real in real life.
It says 50 Cent buys 200 front row tickets to Ja Rule's concert so that they'll stay empty for the
Yeah?
whole concert.
Yeah. No,
That
but-
is pretty fucking vile.
But I think he did it for like I could be wrong, but I thought he did it for like an extended period of time. It was like for 5 concerts in a row. Or I could be
Maybe.
wrong on that.
No, I mean, it sounds like
That's funny.
If I had the money to do that to somebody I didn't like, I'd do it.
That's a gangster ass move. You know what I mean?
So I'll give you another one about 50 Cent he did. This is cold as ice. But back, remember, no pun intended. Remember the ALS challenge, the cold?
Dump the ice bucket.
Dump the ice bucket challenge. So when that was all going on, Floyd Mayweather Jr. challenged 50 Cent to the ice bucket challenge, and 50 Cent made a video responding to him where he took the ice bucket and tossed it out in the driveway, and he goes, "I got a better challenge. Read a book on camera."
Well, that's like the most
He
recent.
said, he goes, "I'm not donating $100 to ALS for an ice bucket. I'll donate $100,000 if you read a Dr. Seuss book on camera, you illiterate motherfucker." And then that was his video.
So the most recent 50 Cent troll, you could call it, that I heard of was when the whole P. Diddy thing went down. Apparently,
it's still going down, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But apparently, 50 Cent's ex was with P. Diddy or one of the girls that was around, basically one of the sex workers.
Yeah.
And when it all came down, I think it was the day of the raid and everything, 50 Cent posted something like, "Well, I shouldn't have a problem getting full custody now, bitch." Or something like that. Very close. That wasn't verbatim, but
Yeah.
very close. It was like, guess I'm not gonna have trouble getting my kids now.
Is there any other like facet of pop culture or music or entertainment that is like this, like so
What,
public with their beefs?
I mean,
I'm
honestly, most public media has come to the point it's all just trolling and what gets the most views, and it's just missing music.
Well,
if you look at it that way.
I think of football. I mean, every once in a while you hear some guys talking crap about each other, but not like this. Like,
Well, and yet again, I've been listening to rap for so long, it's just what I know, so it doesn't seem like a lot or out of the ordinary. It's
okay.
just normal.
Well,
Or,
But as far as other, like, I can't think of another, like,
music genre that does that.
music genre that does that. I mean,
really.
there was stuff back in the day where, like, people had, like, they had feuds going on, but never where it became, public, where it's like that, it became part of the art form.
I think usually if it's other than rap, there are other, like, I think rock, when they would feud, it was usually not with other musicians, it was with, like, record labels.
You remember, Get in the Ring, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
that was about media.
But that's like one and done kind of
Right,
thing.
exactly, right.
Like this is like they're buying each other's concerts out just so nobody will be there.
That's also a money flex. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
got so much because you got to remember,
Okay,
50
all right.
Cent, he made his money off of fucking vitamin water.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, he probably made $50 million off of rap or something, but he made like
Very
300
smart money
million-
moves, yeah.
Yeah, he made like 400 million off of smart water.
Well, there's been some guys who've done some, like, really good just investment, type of shit. But, Larry Holmes, he was a former world heavyweight champion boxer back in the 1978 to 85. He was like the precursor right before Mike Tyson. He bought he was from Easton, Pennsylvania. So he bought every fast food joint, movie theater, bank, all the stuff that people in Easton spent money on. That's what he spent his money on, is he bought those businesses so that everyone in town, every time they went to do something, they'd be paying him. And it was very similar with 50 Cent. Like, they tried to get him to endorse vitamin water, and then basically what he said was, if it's any good, I'll buy the company. He bought the company and then agreed to endorse him, then sold the company to Coca-Cola.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it was crazy. It's a great idea, great fucking investment, man.
Is Ja Rule? Does he sing those Burger King commercials that are out now?
What?
No, that is
Hold on. Whoops. Okay,
I can't remember who that is. It is a rapper that's known. I can't remember his name at the moment now.
Okay.
Is that maybe like Tyler the Creator or some shit? Or
Is it because
I
at the end he always says Ja Rule.
No, I thought it's your rule.
Oh, it's your rule? All
That's
right.
funny, motherfucker. That is you know what? Actually, the first couple times I heard it, I thought he was saying like "ya rule" or yeah. I didn't think it was jaw
You
rule.
rule. It's you rule.
No, it does sound like jaw rule. I know it exactly. What?
Hold on. This is fun rap. I like this rap.
That's not even rap. That's just because it's rhyming doesn't mean.
Ja Rule.
Your rule.
Oh, it is your rule. I actually
your
read
rule,
it.
yeah.
I actually read it this time. Usually it's playing in
Well,
the background.
no. It's your rule.
Is it?
Yeah, because you remember Burger King. You're the king the way you want it. Your rule.
It's Will Crown.
It's
Yeah, I don't-
you rule.
Oh, it is you.
Straight
Oh.
from the
it's-
commercial.
Yeah, it's Will Crown.
Well, then that
Will
does.
Crown.
From Crown and the Mob. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But that makes less sense to me then.
I
always
know,
thought it was
right?
your rule.
I anyway. All right. So Ja Rule is not in the Burger King commercials. I'm making a note of that.
That's funny. Though.
So listen, speaking of companies that like started small and did really fucking smart shit, you're familiar with Liquid Death, right?
Yeah.
The water in the cans, right? So their new marketing campaign. Hold on.
Hey, kids! No way. Ozzy Osbourne.
Death dust. Take it from me. Don't snort that stuff.
We weren't planning on snorting it. Yeah, we're gonna mix it with water and hydrate. It's got electrolytes, which your body needs. Yeah, it's delicious.
Whatever you do, don't try freebasing it.
Free what?
And never, ever inject it.
And how do you...
And don't even think about boofing it, you little pervert.
That's in his ass.
Boof? You know, well, you stick it up your ass.
That is amazing. I had not seen that. That's my favorite.
So when is the case arriving, and when are we doing it?
That's my favorite commercial since the Snoop Dogg smokeless grill. And he said he was quit smoking. That is really.
Oh yeah. No, that was just the one that just came up this week. I just love how he goes, when commercials don't give a fuck, when he's like, they were like, what the hell is, that's when you stick it up here, and then it just goes to the media.
All right. That's great. All right. Well, speaking of TV, let's talk a little TV stuff.
Okay.
I mean, we are a pop culture show, I guess. So I guess
Yeah.
let's talk about pop culture bullshit. Oh, no, I shouldn't say bullshit. Although a couple of these shows that I'm going to be talking about, they're full of bullshit.
Okay.
At least what? I'll just start off it. There's a new show called Alien Encounters, Fact or Fiction. And I kind of like this show because it got this, like, odd-looking chick. She's kind of cute, but she looks really odd. I think she might be an alien. She's their expert that analyzes all the stuff.
Okay.
Well, that's how you keep the information from getting out.
I know, right? And then there's this other guy that I'm not sure what his credentials are other than he's bigger than her and he drinks. So, I mean, that's what
Those are my credentials.
Mine too. So we could host a show that takes place in a bar in Roswell.
Okay.
I don't know why we don't.
Well, we don't live in Roswell.
And we're not a cute alien chick.
Hey, speak for yourself, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Okay.
we don't know what's going on under that beard.
He could shave that beard off and be like, oh, God.
I like
Holy
I
shit.
shaved the beard, and then you guys are like, you can't be on the show. We
Throw
didn't
that
realize
back.
what was behind that.
We're taking a 3-month break. Throw that back.
How am I supposed to do a show when all I can think about is fucking that mouth?
Right. It's a little mouth. It's fine.
Oh, that's even better. So soft. Basically, this show, it seems like they have like 3 stories in an episode. And these people show up to this bar and present their evidence or their story or whatever, and these 2 experts give them their like, you know, you saw this. This first guy goes in there and he's like, my friend or my dad or some shit died, and now, like, whenever I think of them or feel their presence, I look in the sky and I see something, and he recorded something and he showed them the evidence, and she goes, well, we took the time that you said this happened and the date and the direction you were filming, and what you have filmed is the International Space Station going across the sky. And this guy got so upset. He's like, no, I know it wasn't, because I was looking to the southeast, not just the south. And you know, it's one of them shows where it seems like they might be a little bit honest, until the next story where this old man he has been spending his time out at Roswell.
I like the idea they shit on the first random person just to give themselves street cred, and then the next one they just go all in on the bullshit. Right?
Well, this old man has been with a metal detector scanning Roswell because he's like, if a UFO crash, there's no way they got every little piece of shit. And so he's been scanning out there for years, and he finally found a little piece of something. And he brought it in for them to analyze, and they analyzed it, and it comes back pure aluminum. And pure aluminum is not found in nature. It's got to be processed. And so they're all excited about this. They're like, oh, my God, this is pure aluminum, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't happen naturally, blah, blah, blah. I go, holy shit. I start getting a little excited. I go, did this motherfucker just actually find a piece of a downed spacecraft that is...
piece of a Miller Lite can is what we found.
You motherfucker. So I Google pure aluminum, it's used in kegs. It's used all over the thing. And I'm like, this has been 60 years since this crash happened, and you go out there and finally find one little piece of like a keg that some redneck blew up because he's trying to attract a fucking alien, and you think you have proof of a fucking UFO. Anyway, they said, yeah, you have proof of a UFO crash, and dismissed him. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is so stupid.
Oh, God.
This is so stupid. But I watched there's a third episode that I haven't watched yet. I'm watching it as soon as I get home tonight. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm hooked to the stupidity. I love it. I love it. Now, something that I don't think is as stupid because it does have a
scientific element to it. We do real science over here.
A particle physicist, I don't know what he really is, from Alabama.
A particle physicist
he's
is just
he's an aeronautical engineer.
Yeah, sounds good to me. It's more than what I am.
It's better than dirt scientist.
I'm a dirt farmer.
Hey, fuck you.
In Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, I've been fucking glued to this because I want to know there's something going on there.
Yeah, it's called good writing, apparently.
They have okay. I kind of get the rocket thing, but I don't get the rocket thing. Like whenever they want to prove something, they shoot a rocket up in the air. But this last episode,
most fun way to prove something.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I was let's blow some shit up and see what happens.
They have had this like area which they call the triangle scanned many times with like LiDAR and all these different kind of things, and what they're seeing is there is some kind of like cone-shaped anomaly which sucks their data in and makes their GPS readings look like they're 30 feet underground, shit like that.
That's the part about the show that it is interesting to me is because all of the frequency-based stuff that they have happen out there, I know how hard it would be to actually fake that. Like that's pretty fucking difficult, especially the way that the frequencies go so high in certain bands that they actually shut electronics equipment off.
Yeah,
that's like network jammer type stuff, but on that great of a scale in an outdoor environment, that's really fucking tough for somebody to do.
Now, they have in this last episode that was on last Tuesday. This video is kind of hard to explain. They shoot a rocket up, and it deploys its parachute, and it's coming back down. And as it's falling, all of a sudden it stops in midair. It stops for a substantial amount of time.
Oh, wow.
And it's almost like something then just let it go, and it started falling again. There is something there we cannot see. And as they were doing some other tests, they had some. This was during the day. Another time previous to this, they were doing some filming with the infrared camera just over everything. The infrared camera could definitely see some lights blinking and coming down and disappearing.
Okay.
Everybody there were alerted to it. They could not see it. So, is there a possibility that there could be some kind of intelligent life form operating on a different light level? I love Bushy's look, but let me hear you first.
So here's my thought about that, right? What I had been thinking, just based on some of the tests they've done, where it's weird. It's like you have an aircraft that once it gets into that area, all of the alerts start going off on the plane saying, hey, you're too close to the ground, but they're not. They're still flying at normal. So there's something there, and I was thinking maybe because of the way the mountain ranges are there's some sort of either magnetic field or some sort of an airstream Because you think about the way that air moves around the planet, and if you've got a valley that's created by two big-ass mountain ranges, air is obviously going to flow down into that, and maybe it creates like an air pocket. And that would make sense with the parachute that you were just talking about. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of really weird shit going on. But I think a lot of, to me, what I think it is that anytime you have mountains, you're going to have high concentrated deposits of metal. And so I think when you have a lot of, metal, like elemental metals in the ground, you're always going to have conflict. Like I said, like magnetically, you're going to have conflict between core elements. Like
you haven't
that.
seen
And
any
I
of
think
the
that's
teasers.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. Yeah.
So all through this season so far, they've been trying to drill into that mesa.
Yeah, because there's something. Obviously, when you see the ground penetrating radar of it, there's
stuff everywhere.
There's weird ass shapes and structures, and
they've been trying to. They got a bigger drill bit. It was started doing the same thing. They got even a bigger drill bit, and I think it started pushing it up. But the teasers, which the episode hasn't come yet, some kind of green jelly comes out of that.
Oh wow!
Eventually, so
Okay.
I'm not sure what green jelly. I don't know how
It's
that all
called
plays.
hydraulic fluid.
Well, okay, maybe. But all right. I'm just saying, just watch it. I mean, if Einstein was a smart dude. He said wormholes could theoretically happen. I don't understand it. When I start thinking about that bullshit, like, I get to like right here where I'm just about to understand it, but like my brain doesn't work anymore. Like I can't get past that, like understanding what they're
Right.
talking about. Folding space together and being able to go from here to here rather than I don't get that. I don't
So my level of technical knowledge in a lot of things is just enough to be dangerous. And so whenever I watch shows like this, I approach those shows the same way I would approach to Home Project, where I go, okay, so all I need to do is blah, blah, blah. And somebody else who knows how to do that job will come along and go, no, you did like 10 steps when
Too
you only
many.
need to do
Yeah.
2. And I'm like, yeah, but those 10 steps are what I need to accomplish it with the set of tools and skill that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see these type of shows, I start thinking on the level of what I do understand. And that's why I go to, like, when you see all those shapes under the mesa when they do the radar, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just a concentrated collection of lead or of iron or some element that's natural, and it's just all because mountains are caused by fault lines pushing the earth up, and that's how mountains were caused. So maybe it's just that what you're seeing, that shape, is just a collection of like a really dense, sediment of that element.
All right.
So that's where my head goes with it. So
I start to go down that
I
too.
try to understand what they're talking about, but they're on so many different, I guess you'd say, like branches of science, and they're combining them all together to try to understand the problem, which is that's what you would do if you were a scientist. I get it, but I can't follow it all that way.
Yeah. Well, there's a secondary show that comes on after it now. It's called Beyond Skinwalker.
Yeah,
Ranch.
yeah.
And
Where they're going to other places that have similar.
Yeah. And they've gone back to some of the places they went to last time, and they're doing more recordings and analyzing and shit. And basically, to sum it all up, they're finding out that, I guess it's a signature, this 16 point whatever that frequency is.
That one frequency that for some reason, whenever they try to do any sort of monitoring, that one signal just peaks out all the way to the top of the bar. Yeah,
But they were able to do some other scan on it, and they realized that it is the exact same signature scan all across the board, years apart.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, I'm like, I guess they can figure out, like, okay, this scan is coming from this area or what. Anyway, you guys need to watch it.
So it's like a signal that's traveling?
It's not that they just know it's the exact. It's coming from the exact same source.
Okay.
It's not from a different source. It's the same signal, same fingerprint. It's good enough for to convict somebody, I guess.
Yeah, those are the kind of algorithms that we use in like digital distribution with audio.
Okay.
Like if I were to take a song and let's say you recorded parody vocals over top of like one of my karaoke tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I release that song, it's going to go all the way through and it's not going to ding any bells. I mean, it's going to is because they're trusting me as the distributor
Author,
to
yeah.
say this is not a copyrighted material. I haven't fucked until I do cross that line one day. Then they'll maybe look at me harder. But if I release something that is a copyrighted piece, it can be to you and I. They can sound identical, but it's not identical. It's
Yeah.
all those little micro thumbprints, all those fingerprints that are put onto a recording by, you can have one guitar player and one bass player play something, and then have two others that are like virtuosos completely copy it to a T, note for note, and they're going to produce a different algorithm than that one will because it's not the same.
Exactly.
It's mathematically impossible to record something exactly the same twice. So those little micro intuitions of reading things are what you're talking about. So if you have a signal that you're recording where it's that one, I can't remember what band it is that
16 something.
16 something that peaks out on it. So they can actually record that for a certain amount of time and then match that up to a recording somewhere else and go, okay, it's actually being broadcast from a different source.
Okay.
From the same source.
So it feels like it's definitely an intelligent signal or something 'cause it responds to things.
Okay.
Do you think it's an earthly signal or do you think it's something that's not earthly? Do you think could it be? I want to hear Bushy's opinion. I mean, the whole thing could be fake. It totally could be fake.
Right.
I don't think so because the people involved do credible stuff, and I don't think they would do a fake program.
My only devil's advocate to that is
money.
I absolutely know that. No. I mean, I absolutely trust that these people are trying to do. They're trying to be as scientific with this as possible, but also on the other hand, they really, really want for this to be something interterrestrial. So they're
looking towards that direction.
Looking towards that direction because that's what they want it to be. I don't doubt that they're trying to approach it as scientifically as possible. But when you want the answer to be one thing,
you kind of look for that.
You're going to shade that direction.
All right.
Well, and for me, I think it's even if these guys are all real scientists, they're doing real science. It's probably as simple as the producers in the background going, "Hey, we know you guys disproved this in the first 6 hours you were here, but we got to stretch this out to 6 months for this, this season or whatever it is." So they just, stretch it out. It probably, lies more on the producers of the show or the distribute, who's ever actually bankrolling it.
Right.
Is probably here, we'll give you guys all the tools.
It's we'll give you the money to do this investigation, but you got to give me something.
Well, we can't actually have you solve anything.
Well, here. My thought,
because then the show's over, right?
Right. Yeah,
once you solve it.
No.
Come on, man. They proved my point by coming out with The Curse of Oak Island 2, and they're going back to the same fucking places you said.
Wait.
Oh no, that's
a different
Beyond
show.
Skinwalker. But I know what you're
or
talking
Beyond
about.
Skinwalker. Yeah, the second, they're
going to the ranches that are next door,
right?
Like that. Which no, they're having the same experiences. So they're looking at more places.
What they're doing
that's
though
what
is,
got the ratings.
What they're doing though is they're going to places that have have had reports of having similar things like.
But who's doing the report? Like the guy that, hey man,
no,
the dude
yeah.
you just said that seen his father and it was the space station.
Yeah,
is that who they're basing the report?
No. They're going to the ranch owners and shit like that, and the people that live there.
But I'm saying, how educated is this ranch owner? You know what I mean? He might be smart at ranching, but that's my thing. So these super smart scientists are going, oh, we have a report over. Well, who's the report from? It's from fucking Jim Bob on his fucking 1,200 acres.
But sometimes
it fucks cows when he gets bored.
But sometimes Jim Bob has the carcass of the cow, and
he fucked to death.
Hold on, this one last episode was pretty cool. There was 2 cows. Hold on. There was 2 cows.
Well, that's a bit much. It's hard to fuck 2 cows to death.
The first cow had broken legs. There was nothing wrong with it other than had broken legs. Hold on,
because he didn't put his back legs in the boots.
The second cow had all the markings.
Be a savage to fuck a cow to death.
You've heard that joke, right?
Yeah.
How do you get a sheep to push back?
Yeah.
Put his rear legs in your boots and fuck him on the edge of a cliff.
No. Anyway, just watch the program, and then These cows, they weren't fucked to death. One had broken legs. Nothing was wrong with it other than its broken legs, and I guess it looked like it got crushed or something. And the other one had all the cuttings and stuff, and it also looked like it got crushed. And they theorized, like, hey, this is kind of feels like when they were maybe this one cow was dropped on the other cow. Maybe the cow.
Yet again, if you've got the technology to do interdimensional space travel and keep it a secret from all of our technologies and our best scientists, you're not dropping cows on one another. Like, what is it going to do?
I mean, I would if I was
bored. These
That's
fuckers
been my
want
theory. My theory for years is that all the alien spaceships we see, they're all the 16-year-olds that were told they got their first spaceship and they're
Stay
like,
away from that
don't
planet."
go past that road, and they're like, no, we're gonna go watch the people that are fucking their sisters. Let's go check that place out.
We're
again.
literally the makeout hill for the fucking universe. Like, let's go fuck over top of Jim Bob's house while he's fucking the cow.
Well, that could be a theory too. That could be a theory. It could happen. All right.
Look at that old man with the metal detector. He's dumb. Throw another beer can down there.
There's another show that's coming back, which I've been seeing the commercials like nonstop. They've been fucking annoying me. Yellowstone. Have you watched Yellowstone at all?
Heather got into Yellowstone. I've seen episodes like while she's watching it. Hasn't been a show that I've really like dove in too much, but I understand. I mean, I know what the show's about.
Yeah. Well, this commercial keeps going on right now. My turn up. Yeah.
The wait is over. November 10th, the epic return of Yellowstone, only on Paramount Network.
All right. Does anybody else see a problem with that?
Are we bringing back 90s announcer voice?
I guess so. I guess so. But they go, the wait is over. November 10th. November 10th is almost a half a year away. The wait is not over. You still have a half a year to go.
That's pretty fucked. I didn't
Stop
catch that.
playing the fucking commercial.
I'd get mad as hell if I was like waiting for a video game to release and they're like, it's almost here in just 6 short months. I'm like, what?
Oh, what's worse than that is remember when the commercials came out for the new GTA? And they're like, Grand Theft Auto is coming back 2025. And I'm like, that's a fucking year, you asshole.
It's a little more understandable with the games as a service, the ones that are like online and
Yeah.
they announce it, but they still have it like, 20 million people playing the other one.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like slow rolling the excitement, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They want to start spreading the word early. So
I'm gonna have to wait-
spreading the word.
I'm gonna have to wait another year to fuck hookers?
Yeah. Well, in HD.
In
You know?
HD.
That's very important. All right. A couple other TV things. Perfect Wife.
Yes.
Apparently, what streaming network is that on?
That's on Hulu.
Hulu made
Yes.
made a documentary or a series about Britney.
And about shit.
You like that?
Perfect Wife was my buddy's wife who they were at a concert and we're getting down in the car and she squirted on his dash and I called her Armor All for the rest of the time I knew her. And she thought it was funny. That was what made her.
That's funny. Or is Perfect Wife?
It's about Sherry Papini.
Is she the Hot Tua girl?
No.
That would be
No.
Perfect Wife.
She spits on the Papini.
So, interestingly enough, Sherry Papini got shouted out in the new Eminem song Houdini.
Papini.
When he says, "I'm gonna disappear like Sherry Papini." So she was this wife in Northern California back in 2016. She went out for a jog and disappeared. And there was a big search for her. They found her cell phone on the side of the road with the screen all cracked up. The headphones were still attached. Some of her hair was still in the like rubber, pieces of the headphones, and she was just gone. And so they searched for her for months and months, or I'm sorry, for days and weeks and whatever. And so 22 days later, 100 miles away, she runs up to a truck driver and says, I'm Sherry Papini. I was kidnapped. You please help me, take me home. And so they called 911. She says it was 2 Mexicans that kidnapped her, and they were holding her in a house with chained up. She still had all the chains on her. She had been branded on her back where it had the word Exodus branded into her skin. She was bruised, had in all kinds of wounds that were infected, all this other stuff. And so then it became like the search to find out who were these people that kidnapped her, right?
Exodus.
Yeah. So this is the series that tells what happened during the pandemic. Because during the pandemic, everybody's doing those 23andMe things. They were able to match the DNA on her clothes when she came back and find out that she was literally just shacking up with her ex-boyfriend for 22 days. Yeah.
I've heard stories like this,
Yes.
but not to this extreme. So
Yeah.
The craziest part to me, obviously aside from the basic you know, story of what she did, is that if you're going for 22 days and a lot of, like you're saying, a lot of the wounds were like infected and stuff, it was only after after 10 days of getting it in, you're like, oh, we got to start, fucking you up so you look like you've actually been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like that decision with the amount of injuries and the length of time that they were inflicted and stuff, it had to start happening like 10, 12 days after, so it must have came in pretty quickly that this got
That's the part I was like, so I don't want to give away the show for anyone who wants to watch it, but so I knew the story so when she first went missing, and there was the whole search. Sean Wasson was covering that pretty heavily on the News Junkie, so I was familiar with the story. And then when it turned out that she was full of shit, I heard that story too.
Okay, so it was all fake.
Yeah, it was all fake. It was bullshit. But the thing
Like
about
her boyfriend
it is,
didn't snap on her.
no.
All right.
That's the part that makes this show so interesting, is that she was just so fucking manipulative with so many people in her life. And look, she's an attractive blonde yoga teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's got plenty of people who are willing to just do whatever the fuck she wants them to do if they think that she's interested in them. And that's basically what it was. It was straight up like fucking, hot white blonde chick privilege, where she just got whatever she wanted everywhere she ever fucking looked for it in her life.
Push and pee.
So when you fucking hear the story about like how all this happened, and just like you said, the wounds, the scars, the branding, all that stuff, she orchestrated this whole fucking thing from top to bottom.
She's cute. I wouldn't say she's hot.
No, but I mean, when you think about
when she was younger, she was hotter. Okay.
When you just think about I say this, someone who looks like her can go into a bar and drink for free all night.
Yeah.
Because
so can I if I walk
guys
out quick enough.
Guys are stupid. Guys are fucking guys are stupid when it comes to shit like that.
Guys are horny. And
yeah,
it makes them
exactly. Yeah. So
think.
that's what the story to me. I think the bottom line of the story to me is that if a woman wants to use her powers for good, she can do so. If she wants to use them for bad, she can do what Sherry Papini did. That's exactly what she did. She just basically took advantage of all the people who were willing to help her in her life and put them up to no good.
Well, and let's be real. If you're that crazy, you're fun.
Yeah.
She's got a big smile. She got the crazy eye too. So all right. So that's Perfect Wife.
I think it's a
not about Britney.
3-part or 4-part series on Hulu.
Well, that's like I watch all these DUI videos, right?
Yeah.
And some of these women that are crazy drunks are really cute.
Yeah.
And I'll be listening. A lot of times I'm listening, not actually watching. I'll just kind of glance over. Oh, she's cute, and then I go back to the game, and I'll even be thinking, damn, she's pretty cute. I wonder if anybody else thought she was cute or something. And there'll be like hundreds of comments about how crazy this bitch is. I don't understand how anybody could even listen to her talk. Her voice is annoying. And before I read all that, I'm thinking, oh, she's kind of cute. She's got a, oh, I kind of like the little Minnie Mouse voice. That's sweet, blah, blah, blah. And then I go and look at every comment is just, this bitch is crazy. How could anybody listen to this? Oh, her husband, her because the one, it was like her boyfriend had just left her. That was her excuse for being drunk. They're like, boy, her boyfriend really dodged a bullet on this. Good thing they'll never see her again.
So I think what you're saying is you have a type.
Yeah, and it's fucked up.
I would agree with that. Anyway.
Oh,
all right.
man.
One other show I think was mentioned beforehand in our powwow is Tell Them You Love Me.
Yes.
What is that about?
This is a new series on Netflix, and it's I think it's this is just a documentary. I think it's an hour and a half, hour and 40, something like that. So The story is about a woman who does what they call facilitated communication. So it's something that's been done with handicapped people for years, right?
Okay.
Where it's like there's some handicapped people that are nonverbal, or that just have injuries or impediments where they can't communicate, and they need someone to facilitate their communication.
Okay.
So this woman was one of the people who had sort of like spearheaded this I don't know if you call it. It's not a
Profession?
science, or it's just a medical
Service?
a medical. I guess it's like a case study where they're like, if we give, so there's these people that were like,
like a
that are
thesis?
highly autistic, but they thought if we just give them the ability to like, a cerebral palsy. This kid had cerebral palsy, so he couldn't type on a keyboard because his hands would just shake like crazy, right? And he couldn't control it. But there's like, but with these people, what we notice is that if you just put a hand on their elbow, then all of a sudden the shaking stops, and now they're typing, and they're telling us they're trapped inside this shell of a body that doesn't work right. So that's what this story. That's the basis of this.
Oh.
What ends up happening is this woman falls in love with a kid that is autistic and has cerebral palsy, low functioning, and tells his parents, look what he's typing out here. He's in love with me, and we're gonna go. I'm divorcing my husband, and we're gonna go move in together, and we're in love now. And so lots of fucked up shit happens between this lady and this handicapped man.
Oh.
And to the point where she's charged with doing things to this person. And when it gets to the end of the story, you have to make the decision was he ever really communicating? Because his family was like, oh my God, he just passed a college course on this book report. Was it him really typing, or was it her
moving his hand?
Moving his hand. And did she just want to fuck this guy, and she made him type that?
No, come on. No.
This is taking a Ouija board way too far.
Yes. It is
you just push your arm around.
Yeah.
Watch. We put a hand on his elbow. Oh, my God.
But that would
It
have
is
to
a
be
crazy
precise.
fucking story.
I don't know. That would really have to be precise to
There
type
is
out college answers.
there is so much in this that you'll hear one thing and you'll go, no, I mean, how would he be able to? He wouldn't even know that. And so there was a guy who did a study on it because he was having a problem with that facilitated communication being used as like in court when it came to like people trying to get like what do you call it, emancipation and things like that. And he was like, so they started testing it where they would have the subject would have a picture in front of them, and then the facilitator would have a picture in front of them, but neither one of them could see the other person's picture. And they would ask the handicapped person that was like, what is this picture? And it would be a picture of a hat. But they were like, what is this? And they were like, and then they would type, and it was like, swimming pool, because this person who was the facilitator saw a picture of a swimming pool. But the handicapped person saw a cat. Okay. And it's like, so they were like,
gotcha.
Yeah, it's they're the ones who are it's not that they're not facilitating, they're influencing the answers.
Right.
And so there's a lot.
I think it's a little more than influencing. They're just giving the answers they want to give.
There's a lot in. Well, no, but it's like if it's like someone's reaching for the. Are you trying to grab the peanut butter, honey? I'll get the peanut butter for you. Well, no, they weren't reaching for the peanut butter. They were reaching for the shotgun. But you're like, oh, I understand. I'll help you. They in their heart, in their mind, they feel like they're helping these people, but they're also subconsciously going, well, of course he wants to type swimming pool because he can see a swimming pool. I'm just trying to help him get to the letters. They don't realize that it's not that they're not facilitating. They're involving themselves in it. They're puppeting, because they want this person to have a mind inside there that's working, and they want these people to be like, they want their families to go, it's just his shell doesn't work, his body doesn't work, but inside there's this brilliant man that can't communicate, and sometimes that's not the case.
It's just weird that they found out they're all failed ventriloquists that were doing this.
Yeah. But the story from start to finish is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you hear a lot of things that make you feel that this person is innocent, and then you hear things that make you think this person is guilty, and it goes back and forth across the board. It's a really fascinating fucking story. So it's
All right.
worth a watch, yeah.
All right. Tell me, is it Tell Me You Love Me?
Tell Them You Love Me.
Tell Them You Love Me. All right. I
That
can't read
it
my
becomes because she says the lady who's the instructor or the therapist says at one point she was sitting at dinner with his brother and his mother and him, and he typed on the board, "Tell them you love me," and she said, "Oh, you want me to tell them about us?" And then she broke the news to his mother.
So it might have
and
been
brother.
her just typing that. Okay,
Yes,
that
and
started
that's what
everything.
the guy says. Is she goes, "This woman was literally just having a conversation with herself."
Yeah.
So she broke the news to his mother and brother that they were in love and in a relationship, and it did not go well.
I'll be honest. Half the time, Brittany has conversations with herself.
See, to me, like that kind of person is, like mega narcissist. That they only see what's important to them.
Right.
Just like you're saying, tell them. Well, that was all her. She
Yeah,
fucking wanted to say that.
But on the other side is like this woman, all of her like colleagues that worked with her as part of this, and her family and her friends and everything, they go, she's been doing this for decades. Why would all of a sudden just this one person, all of a sudden she wants to have a relationship with? So it's like it.
Well, sometimes crazy takes a while to come all the way out.
But they're like, she's been helping people in situations like this for her. She's made a whole life's work out of it. Why would all of this one person changed and made it so that she's gonna do things that are ethically against her, ethic agreement or her Hippocratic oath?
She hot?
You know what I mean?
She just likes.
She's not ugly.
She just likes when he slides up inside her and does the Harlem Shake.
And then he poops on her like Blippi.
Oh, hold on. Is it a black guy?
Yeah.
That's why.
Huh.
You got a big old cock.
Oh.
Big old cock, and he doesn't have to like talk to her.
Was
So
her
that's
was her husband before white?
No.
I don't know. Okay.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, then that means he's got a really big cock because the first one wasn't small.
When you search "Tell Them You Love Me," basically it says a complicated documentary.
It is very complicated.
So-
But at the same time, when it got to the end, like I had paused it to go take a piss, and I was like, 8 minutes left. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I had no idea. It was like I was like, this is. It didn't feel like it'd been over an hour. I've been watching.
time,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just so much rapid fire, and also there's so many twists in the crazy that you're like, oh, okay, this has to be the end of it. And it's definitely not.
Yeah. All right. I've got to pee and I need another beer, so I think this would be a great time to take a break. When we come back, I've got a little psychic bar snack. The amazing bar snack will do his thing. I don't know. I don't know how I'm saying it. The third segment is we get a little drunk and silly, so I'm trying to make it nice. I'll wrap the show up with a little final thought, Jerry style. And I don't know. There were some other things we were talking about, but
Yeah,
whatever.
We'll throw a bunch of shit against the wall and see what sticks.
Hang in there. Just hang in there.
All right, this is Orville Peck from the new album Stampede Volume 1. This is the song The Hurtin' Kind with Midland. This is the one when I heard this song, I'm like, oh, this is going to be Butchie's jam.
Is Orville Peck related to Orville Redenbacher?
No.
Yeah, because that's how first names work.
God damn it, you beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
I'm related to everybody named Dan.
So this song, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be Butchie's jam. Butchie, check this shit out.
In the night, I'm down on the highway.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
Giddy up and going my way.
Oh, that's great.
It's just one of those.
Thunder and the lightning in your eyes say,
It's one of those songs that there's a mood to it.
Yeah, it's called Ketamine.
heartache is an only road. Rambling man just a broke down Romeo. No place for the losers at the end of the line.
reminds me of what the hell's the guy's name who did the I Don't Want to Fall in Love? Chris Isaac. It reminds me of a Chris Isaac tune, kind of, a little bit. All right, you're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We'll be right back.
Johnny at the door knows my name. Jukebox in the corner playing wicked game with you. Got a table for two in the low light. Just me and you, it's a slow night.
Education can be the most important decision of your life. So why not invest your life savings on one of the best? Altamont College. Welcome home. This above-average college will help you decide if college is your calling. Whether you're a doctor or physician, a teacher or librarian, a farmhand or otherwise, Altamont College, let us wow you with promises.
After being laid off, attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover $2.1 million from me. Thank you, Mr. Newberg.
You're welcome, Joe. I was honored to recover $2.1 million for Joe after he was fired from his job, and I'd be willing to help you too. I've graduated from an accredited law school and passed an intensive examination in the state of Florida. No one has the right to treat you like dirt, but if they do, I will make them pay. Simply go to AskTheCrab.com and see what Crab Newberg can do for you.
Take things to a new level upon Wii with the first annual French Riviera Games. Events include
cigarette smoking, depressing filmmaking, scouting, esoteric performance art, and Moustache, fun for the whole family.
We will have disinterested mimes that will challenge your child's sense of existential security.
And a bounce house.
A special appearance by over 50 Serge Gainsbourg impersonators.
And Jean Reno.
Check out our Midway games and events. And
Baguettes.
The French Riviera Games.
Where the wine flows like the river Rhone.
Coming to an empty field near you. You've seen the phenomenon of making a murderer. Now it's time to go a bit deeper. Super TV3 now brings you Making a Shoplifter, the documentary tale of a man accused of an unspeakable crime.
Hey, hon.
I'm sad.
Oh, yeah?
No.
You know, just try to think of the good times, huh?
It's been 56 minutes. I still have to pee.
Oh.
Yeah, they let me go once. I've had a great pop since then.
You know you're not allowed to have those sugar pops.
No. WrestleMania's next week.
Don't worry, okay? Your pops is taping it.
Hulk is gonna make a comeback. He's just misunderstood.
New witnesses.
I saw him with the bag of buggles. I knew exactly what he's doing.
Drama unfurled.
I've worked here for 16 years and we've never had bugles.
The riveting drama.
Have you guys seen my buddy, what got the witch fingers? Been waiting for like 54 minutes.
Evidence mishandled.
Well, have you tested the evidence?
We always test the evidence.
Yes, but have you tested it for hot fries?
We generally don't test for hot fries. I plead the fifth.
Making a Shoplifter. Only on Super TV3.
The war on vending machines is hitting closer to home. It's hitting the workplace. Salutations! My name is Dr. Patience McCracknuts, PhD. Reap the benefits of healthy living with Dr. McCracknuts' line of tasty vending comestibles. And because Dr. McCracknuts knows a thing or two about those mid-afternoon doldrums and lethargy, we have started dispersing vitamin B12 syringes in all of our vending machines. Lift your spirits and carry on, ladies and gents. Your hunger just met its worst nightmare. Dr. McCracknuts.
Coming to a vending machine near you.
Coming soon to the parking lot of a mid-level amphitheater near you, it's the Out of Touch Music Festival. Do you like spending the entire day in the hot sun thinking, oh yeah, I remember them. They toured for over 30 years and now you'll wait over 30 minutes to hear that one song. They couldn't replicate their initial success, but they didn't break up. Each act guaranteed to have at least one original member. The Out of Touch Music Festival. It's not that new music is bad or you're too old. It's both.
In this town, used to be you didn't have to lock your doors at night. Nowadays, you can't even leave a magnet on your car. I've seen the devil in a man's eye before. Have you or anyone you know been scarred by magnet theft?
Well, you know, I sure wish there was somebody we could trust, you see.
Well, then you called the right number. The safe recovery of your magnet gets my ticker thumping. I'm Magnet PI, and I won't sleep until you can.
You fellow wenches! Are you looking for a buccaneer to bed? Or a first mate to swab your poop deck? Well, no one should have to face scurvy alone. Visit piratesonly.com. Think of the pirate possibilities, such as Clamdigger 69.
I'm Clamdigger 69. I have plenty of toys and eccentric things in Davy Jones's locker, if you know what I mean. Again, that's Clamdigger 69.
But let's not forget about Make My Roger Jolly.
I'm Make My Roger Jolly. Allow me to be the first one to truly discover your booty. I'm Make My Roger Jolly.
Pirate 542.
Arr, arr, arr.
And Cabin Swain too.
Hey, don't forget about me. I'm Cabin Swain too. You can come and frolic around my mizzenmast. I'm Cabin Swain too.
Find your buried treasure at piratesonly.com, where X marks the spot.
After I got food poisoning from hamburger paste and McFrugal's, Attorney Crab Newberg was able to recover $6,900 for me. Thanks, Mr. Newberg.
You're welcome, Cinnamon. I was honored to recover $6,900 for Cinnamon after her severe food poisoning, and I'd be willing to help you too. I've graduated from an accredited law school and passed an intensive examination in the state of Florida. If you've been given a raw deal from food paste, simply go to askthecrab.com. With Crab Newberg, you've got a case.
I often wonder what kind of a future we're going to leave behind for the children, you know?
Hey, John.
Howdy, Bill. You all right?
This is John. He's been a Continental truck driver for over 35 years.
They said, basically, you can't have the trees no more, can't chop them. There ain't none left, which I know is false. I pass them by every day, driving.
Recent congressional hearings have decimated his trucking routes, carrying precious timber from Washington State to Washington, D.C.
They call it damaging the earth. What about me? I need to feed my kids, and that's by driving a truck filled with lumber. The future concerns me right now, if I have enough money to feed my kids, yeah?
Environmental groups are petitioning against American jobs at an alarming rate, citing global climate change on so-called deforestation. Tell your state senator that American jobs are more important than trees. The planet can wait. John can't.
This message paid for by Americans for Work.
Do you like pudding? I mean, really like pudding? Have we got the palace for you? Built on repurposed Native American lands, Pudding Palace boasts the most name brands and well-known traditional gelatins from every country on Earth. Our Yelp reviewers speak for themselves. What about you there in the sweatpants?
My mom drops me off like twice a week. It's awesome. I'm 45.
And what about you, little lady?
I came here looking for love. I found pudding.
Hey, buddy, what's your favorite part of the Pudding Palace?
Sneeze guards. Talk about elegance. I felt like I was in an actual palace.
All right, I see a bit of a line. Good. Okay, getting kind of busy here. Let's just go and see what's going on around the corner over here. And hey, sweetheart, what do you think of Pudding Palace?
I never knew pudding could be so fancy.
Well, there you go. As you can see, we got nothing but satisfied customers here at the Pudding Palace.
And my check was for
Nope,
$65?
nope. Focus on me.
What sort of mother...
Brandon!
establishment is this place?
Someone doesn't have our rewards card. Come on down to Pudding Palace. Pudding Palace, where pudding kings are born.
Hey, I'm world-famous radio personality, Pinkman. You may remember me from your radio. I'm here to tell you about the newest app craze. It's called Pinky Man Go. Using the power of augmented reality, Pinky Man Go allows you to find real-life objects In the real world. Wow.
I got loose changes. It was under the couch.
Nice. You can trade that in for Pinky points, and then I can buy chips.
Phone chargeroo. Oh my god. It was just there.
You just unlocked a side quest. Now go find my phone.
Okay.
Guys, I just found Carkeezy.
Perfect. I'm late for work anyway. Everyone get out of my apartment. Douchebags.
Pinky Mango!
I love Pinky Mango.
From the makers of Sicker. Hi. For centuries, humans have pondered their place in the cosmos, waiting for proof of alien life. Until now.
Wow. Are you watching this?
Hello, testing.
Incredible. Incredible.
Testing, yeah. Testing,
We listened. For the first time, they have made contact. We are not alone.
Feels good to get this thing off, this helmet, yeah? I think they just ripening it up. I've been fighting in this thing. Fighting in this thing since Pluto. You know what that smells like? Fighting in this thing, it's just recycling in my helmet here. How you doing?
But were we ready?
France now leaving the European Union. That makes 12. Oh, the humanity.
Hey, come here, pull my finger. Come on, pull my finger. I'm cooking up some hot chili here. Come here, come on, pull my finger. I got a hot one in the tube. Come on, pull it. Hi, Mr. President.
Can humanity survive?
He can't be intelligent life.
Had we built that damned wall.
Tune in to Fartificial Intelligence, only on Orlando's Super TV 3. Do you handle sensitive information across your servers, but hate taking the responsibility of serious repercussions if they're mishandled? Introducing Hillary Mail. It's like Snapchat for national secrets.
My ex must have accidentally sent me nudes.
What? No way.
Should I open it?
Let me see. Yeah.
No way, Jose. Or in Espanol, soy tu abuelita.
Nothing sticks on Hillary, and it shouldn't stick on you.
I just emailed my boss and told him off.
Aren't you worried you'll be fired?
Nope.
I mean, you're gonna be fired.
I got Hillary Mail.
Mike emailed awfully late.
I stand with you if you stand with me, regardless of what you stand for.
Hillary Mail, for when you just want to do whatever you want to do. Orlando's Super TV 3 presents a real-world comedy filmed in front of a live studio audience. Locker Room Talk Live. Let's see what the boys get themselves into this week.
Make sure there's plenty of towels in there for when the racquete ball game is over with.
We gotta mop the shower real good this week. I know they go and pee in there.
That's not pee, though.
That not pee though?
Hey, I just checked my 401k on the way down here. I'm rolling in it, Bobby. I bet you let me grab him by the huh? Yeah. You should be so lucky I get my hands on your mother's you son of a bitch.
Holy moly.
You goddamn you have offended me, sir.
Hey, put
I'll
some pants
stuff
on.
you back in there like a goddamn bowling ball.
Oh, yeah? Well, your mother has the size of her and if you don't like it, you can take it and shove it way up your... Stop touching him.
I'm the stork. Your mother. I'm the stork.
Oh, they're horsing around for real. Oh.
Tune in at 8 to see what people are willing to accept this week. Locker Room Talk, tonight at 8, only on Orlando's Super TV 3. This is not a political ad. If it were a political ad, you would know, because it would begin with dark and somber music as I talk about the person
I don't want you to vote for, like this. Also, I would drop my voice a little to sound more ominous as I tell you things about the candidate that are designed to scare you about the future if they were elected. Facts are not important here because I'm just trying to manipulate your feelings. But I don't want to end there. Now I want to make you feel good. So we'll switch to more upbeat music here, as I now tell you the person for whom I want you to vote for. Again, facts are not important here. We will just say things like our candidate will provide better schools, and lower taxes, and puppies and kittens for all. Finally, if this were a political ad, you would hear a statement about who is paying for this, like a political action committee, which raises millions of dollars from the very wealthy with hopes of getting you to vote for the candidate that they think will benefit them the most. The Phillips File is responsible for the content of this ad about the making of a political ad.
Looking for professional installation for that fence? Don't want to do it yourself? Look no further than FenceCrafter, Central Florida's newest and coolest wall building company. If you're like me, you want a yard wall built exactly for your personality, and FenceCrafter will absolutely do it for the least amount of money. If it's important to you, we'll do it, guaranteed. Custom painting, 3D print renderings, and free shipping is the FenceCrafter way of business. Call or find us on social media for your free estimate. FenceCrafter.
Now from Future Entertech comes the latest killer app, Sicker, taking care of your tomorrow, today. Call in sick while avoiding accountability.
I couldn't believe it. I had this super hot guy stay over and I just couldn't even. All I had to do was answer a few simple prompts.
Dear boss, with my deepest regrets, I,
Angela,
am unable to perform my duties today due to...
No, I'm sick. Stomach, headache. I'm sick.
Sincerely,
Angela.
Sicker's patent-pending algorithm is designed to get you a hassle-free day off whenever you need it.
I woke up with a case of anal glaucoma. You know, I couldn't see my ass going to work today. Let me tell you, sick is a real life changer.
Dear boss, with my deepest regrets, I, am unable to perform my duties today due to...
Johnny, you gotta get ahead. See what this app does. Hey, let me get a shot. Shot for everybody.
Sincerely,
Sicker, taking care of your tomorrow, today.
Yesterday's realities are today's fantasies. Hey, I'm Hetty Violet, caretaker of Astor Farms, Florida's newest and oldest rentable bed and breakfast. Astor Farms hasn't been updated nor upgraded since its construction in 1845. With no running water or power, you'll be able to live like your ancestors did, but on today's dime. If these testimonials don't sway you, nothing will.
June 12th, 2014. My wits are failing me. I feel a constant hunger for the unattainable, and a thirst that cannot be quenched. I feel a presence watching me in the darkness. A creature, a trapped soul, somehow dodging the light of this flickering candle. By sunrise, I fear my life. maybe an extreme danger.
How about this fine how do you do?
April 4th, 2016. The rations of hardtack are too damn stale. Cracked my front teeth. In great pain. Salt pork for lunch tasted rotten. Too much salt. I told that woman not to heavy-hand the salt, but she did just to spite me. Oh God, is she trying to kill me?
Live yesterday's life today at Astor Farms. We'll get the bedroll ready for you.
If you think having fun at the sports game is sitting on your hands, you need to call me, Jake Berman. Hi, I'm Jake Berman, and I've been getting under the skin of professional ball players the world over for decades. And now, I want to teach you how to heckle like the pros. Cheering on your home team away from home? Hey, do they just breed losers here? It's like this place is a toilet bowl. Or trying to impress a date?
Stop.
You are
Just
so
stop. Please
bad.
stop.
You're
Just
such
stop
a
right now.
loser.
I
God, I don't
gotta-
know why they even
You know
pay
what?
you.
Hey, don't call.
I'm Jake Berman, and the next time you go to the ballpark, you'll be that guy. Call 415-2399-878-61515. Again, that's 415-239-878-61515. Jake Berman! 415-239-878-61515. I want you to be that guy. 415-239-878-61515. Then pound 10. I'm Jake Berman.
Tonight at 9 on Orlando's Super TV 3. She's a nun with a secret past.
I must confess, I've never ever taken confession, never.
He's a 12-year-old genius who plays by his own rules.
Oh, DDoS hack of NORAD? Child's play. First, soccer practice.
Together, they are Penguin and the Rookie.
It's never gonna work, rookie. That's what my mom said about birth control.
Two paths, one journey, where salvation and puberty collide.
Defuse the bomb already, honey. I can still catch happy hour. Chill out, you old bird. I have 15 seconds and 10 are for boobies.
Start the habit. Penguin and the Rookie on Orlando's Super TV 3.
Many hearts may be broken, many lovers left behind, and no prayers unspoken. I think I know what's on your mind when bullets take their aim.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. This is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Mienteme. It's M-I-E-N-T-E-M-E.
Miente.
It's
Yeah, I said
there you go.
Miente. I'm good, goddammit.
Orville Peck featuring Boo Kutron. Kuaran. Kran. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Pukuchi.
This is from the new album Stampede Volume 1. And this is the entire album is a duets album. So every song he has someone else singing with him, which is fucking nuts, but
Orville Peck, is he related to Walter Peck?
Yes.
Who is Walter Peck?
Ghostbusters, Dickless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably related to a fictional person.
3 people caught that.
Well, I mean,
me, myself, and I.
that's because originally you asked if he was related to Orville Redenbacher, and then
I want
Bushy
popcorn.
beat me to the first name joke. But at the same point, like when you look at the shit, think about it. If you were gonna do a covers album, right? You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I can get some of my friends to sing along with me on some shit. But he's like, yeah, I'm going to do a covers album. Willie Nelson, Elton John. And then after that point, the rest of it doesn't matter. But still, the last song on the record is Nathaniel Rateliff. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, who I'm a big fan of. They're both probably about the same pedigree in the business. Like, they both came in around, 2016, 2017. But still, they're both fucking monsters. And they're doing a song together. So I'm like, if you have the ability to do that, he's doing it the right way is all I can say.
I think I said earlier, you think he's just a little successful?
Yeah. Hey, Elton John's on my record. Maybe this will go somewhere someday.
One day I'll make it.
One day I'll make it. Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
You had a little
booty
clapper, but there's a little bit of a story to go before it, because I haven't been here for the whole thing. So pretend like I don't know absolutely anything about this and start it from the beginning.
So the booty clapper, for me, I wanted to play songs that were fun for people, but the big, at least maybe it was unspoken, but I like introducing people to new artists.
Stuff.
And I really like finding new artists before they're massive. I don't know why I enjoy that. Maybe I feel like I'm kind of in on a little bit of a secret, or something. I don't know.
Same reason people like to tell people that somebody died before they find out.
Oh, that's horrible.
You don't know people like that? They rush to tell you some celebrity died. And they want to be the first one to tell you.
Oh, I thought you meant like somebody they actually knew. Like they're waiting for someone they know to die.
Oh no.
I can't wait till his grandmother passes away. I'll be the first to let him know.
No,
I've been staking at her house just so I can be the first one to call him.
No, that's
Living in
me.
her attic
That's
for a
me.
year.
No.
But long story short, the algorithm or whatever took me down a road where this. It was actually more on like Facebook and in between. It was more on like Reels and shit. And man, I tell you, maybe 1 in 50 of the rappers that pop up on Reels is anything worth actually listening to.
Yeah, because anybody with a computer can be a rapper now. So you have to wade through quite a bit of shit to get something that's really good.
Right, and that's fine. I think everybody should be able to make their art
sure.
and put their music out, but just being judgy, as far as like quality goes, there's not a lot of, there are a lot of good lyricists. I hate when people don't say it. There are a ton of good lyricists. I think the best lyricists now are as good, as the best lyricists in the 90s or whatever. It bothers me when people are like, oh no, that was the best guy. Tupac was the pinnacle.
Yeah. It's the same way when people go, oh, rock's dead. There's no more good rock bands. I'm like, no, there are. They're just not playing them on your whatever radio station you listen to in the work truck,
You're too close-minded to actually go find new music is what that means, basically, in my opinion.
I think for music, this is the best fucking time to be alive, because whatever it is that you love, there is a brand new band of 20-year-olds doing the same fucking thing as you were listening to in high school 1971, and it's like, fucking get out there and discover some new shit, because there's some really, really cool shit happening,
Yeah, a lot of people just taking stuff and elevated or made it better. But anyway, this guy, Elvis 300, was popping up on a lot of Reels. He did a cover, or I should say a remake. He did, his own lyrics here and there on a Yellow Wolf song, Pop the Trunk, that he remade. And then this song is a song he's on with what's the guy's name? I feel bad because it's actually
Mildly Brown?
No. I think it's Destro Kid.
Oh, this one says Mildly Brown.
I think that's who shared it. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible. I'm still old man about actually hunting this stuff down.
Yeah.
I usually know who the actual artist is most of the time. But on here it says Destro Kid, Feeling Myself, featuring Elvis 300.
So when you sent me was the audio, I went to the same link and found the official music video, and it's shared by the Elvis 300 Facebook or YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it says Mildly Brown X Elvis 300. So I think that means Mildly Brown times Elvis 300.
Well, no, it's featuring.
Featuring.
The X is kind of like featuring.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So, so this is the track that, let's hit play here.
I feel like now if he listens to this and I do get an interview, it's going to be just to, like, fuck with us. Listen to these old men not know how to use YouTube.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This hook kicked my hook that I've been stuck in my head.
Yeah, can't listen up when I'm tripping on love. Can't get enough when the bitch you want fuck, yeah.
This is either Mildly Brown or DestroKid. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's one of those two names. I really like this dude too.
Yeah, this nice.
I just haven't went into his stuff yet.
Yeah. Very Gonzo style music video. They're literally in abandoned buildings shooting.
You say DistroKid with an I, D-I-S-T-R?
I think so.
That's a.
Well, listen to the hook. All right. So Elvis 300 is coming up here after the chorus.
I'm feeling myself. Potty cup of pilly, but this feeling won't help. Plotting on a million, what a wonderful feeling in the back when I contemplated killing myself. My business
I know what that is.
Feel like Eminem, I'm finna really hit the kill switch. Homie, I'm a villain, slappy silly like a little bitch. I can take your women, know she really wants this big dick. Listen, we ain't equal. Got a couple things that I can teach you. Feel it in the air like Beanie Siegel, there will never be a sequel. Acting like I'm good, I'm really evil. I'm a leader like I'm Lennon in the Beatles. Laughing at you people on the scrolling through my timeline. Waited on my moment, can't believe it's really mine now. Shut it, no one chose and I can never take a time
Oh,
now.
and
Going down the block,
this
you gon'
guy
fuck around
that's
and find
rapping
out.
like
Scream
that,
free darker, what you know
he
about
looks
my
like
lifestyle.
he just got off the 18th Dream.
Dude, yeah. It's a white guy.
But look at how he's dressed. Like, that's not the guy you would see and
No.
go, this guy is going to be a killer MC. Like, that's fucking awesome. He almost looks like Bubba Watson a little bit.
He does. He
But
looks
he's
like young
ripping it
Bubba.
on the fucking mic.
I didn't even think about that. He does look like young Bubba.
Yeah.
Musical genius reincarnated.
No, Bubba Watson, the golfer.
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
Okay. If you look up Bubba Watson, the golfer, he looks exactly like that guy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's fucking awesome that so what I like about music in that sense is that you see a picture of somebody and it's not what you thought you would see after hearing music,
Yeah,
right?
not at all.
So when he walks around the corner, like I saw him earlier in the video with the rattle cans getting ready to spray paint, and I just thought he was the artist that was painting in the video, and then he hits his verse, and I'm like, oh shit, that's that fucking guy.
What's funny is the very first reels I seen by him were just him like walking up to people, or I think I told you, he like went through a fast food drive-through and be like, hey, you guys want to hear my rap song? And you can tell the look on almost everybody's face initially is like, oh yeah, sure, dude, show me your shit. And then he plays it, and it only takes about like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Maybe, and people are coming around, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you fucking, you got this shit.
So, and also just to say, because I do want to say this, because this is also fun for me to say. So, Bushy, DistroKid is for people who don't have a record label.
Oh,
You're on a label, so we put your shit out for you. DistroKid is if you just put your shit out and you want to distribute it to YouTube and
So then it is-
Spotify and iTunes, you use DistroKid as your pseudo label to distribute it for you. So
so-
DistroKid is a service for people who don't have a record label.
So it is Mildly Brown.
So it's Mildly Brown, yeah.
Okay.
DistroKid is a service.
It's an independent digital music distribution service.
Yeah,
Well, that's-
exactly.
I
yeah.
should have known all that.
Formerly titled Fandalism.
Fandalism, that's a great name too.
Yeah, that is.
Dude, I'll tell you this. So when we started our label, it was 2004, and there were no iPods, there was no iTunes, there was none of that stuff. So we basically got distribution through basically Sony. That's who we were using to distribute all the stuff, all of our stuff, right? And then we just got there's a box on there. Just check it. Digital distribution. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but yeah, I want everything you have to offer, and we clicked it. So we got grandfathered in on digital distribution before it was even a thing,
That's cool.
and before there was iTunes and any of that stuff. And then we were putting out all of our friends' records. So next thing you know, it's like, hey, you're an independent label with over 400 catalog releases. You're designated as a major independent label. And we're like, holy shit, fuck yeah, we are.
Hell yeah.
Finally, someone fucking says it. We're a major independent label. It's great because there's so many friends that I have that are super fucking talented people. I've put all their records out, and every now and again you'll get an email that goes, "Hey, we want to use this song in a TV show, in a commercial." And I'm like, "Yes, click, send me my money," and then you text a friend of yours that you haven't talked to 9 years ago, "Hey, here's $900. Somebody's your song's in a video." You know, it's just cool shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, that's so. DistroKid and CD Baby and there's can't my names are escaping me now. But those are all companies or services that popped up because of websites like or apps like Spotify and Pandora. And those are ways for independent artists to get their shit on those services. And you just they pay like $50 to $100 to release their album is basically what DistroKid is. So no shame, not throwing any shade at all because
no, you're just correcting me because I didn't know the fucker's name.
no, but I'm just saying not throwing any shade at anyone who uses those services because if I didn't know what I know and if I hadn't been doing this as long as I would be doing the exact same thing.
Well, and here's the other thing, and maybe I'm just doing this to make it seem like less embarrassing or whatever, but I do like if things like this come up on the show and I don't understand it, people listening that also don't understand it get the whole explanation as opposed to me just going, this is this guy and this guy, and here's the song, and then that's it. Like, with me being ignorant of some of this stuff, it allows us to spread the knowledge because you're smart.
So let me just say, we talked about it during one of the breaks about that two-part documentary series, How Music Got Free. It's on Paramount, I think. And it's basically about how Napster ruined the record industry by giving away music for free. And I know Bushy was saying you refused to use it because you were like, they put so much work into this. I never had a problem with LimeWire or Napster or anything because I had records that I gave away for free because I'm like, that's my business card to get you to come to my show. So I never had a problem with giving music away for free. I always thought like, you make a product, and if you want people to come to your shows where you actually make money for people buying tickets and buying T-shirts, you can't download a coffee mug, all that sort of shit. Then the music was the business card. That was your commercial to get people to come to the shows. So I never had a problem with any of that. But I understand why they did because there was industries around it.
Well, but wouldn't it be a little bit different if you were like newer, that's one. But if you're like already this established artist that's making millions of dollars off your music,
I understood
why they make more money off the touring than they ever did.
I understood why they had a problem with it, and I understood if I was in that position, I might feel differently. But I also felt like
Metallica.
I didn't care because I was like, I understand you're putting a whole lot of work into that, but the same way was when U2 put their album on everyone's fucking Apple devices because they're like, but we worked so hard on it, we wanted people to hear it. And we're like, well, maybe let them fucking download it. Like, I get it. I understand. We all work hard on
I used to record songs off the radio. Same thing.
I will say I'm a simple man, and the closest anybody ever got to convincing me.
Good song, by the way.
Was they looked at me. I was giving them shit about it. They're trying to give me a burnt CD or something. Giving them shit, and they go, "Look, bro, is this dude a millionaire?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Am I a millionaire?" And no. Well, there you go. It's about as simple as that for me.
Yeah. I didn't have money, so I was like, I'm downloading this.
And also, the way I kind of felt about it was like, if you're making like a lot of these, like Metallica were one of the ones that like fought it the hardest, and I'm like, you guys each member of this band's worth $100 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your entire adult life, you've basically taken your high school band around the world and played music, and you have a great fucking life. So if somebody's getting your music for free at this point, like, really?
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're bitching about?
Yeah.
Like, your life is fucking incredible. You're considered to be one of the fucking, one of the, I would say, genre-defining bands in history. And so now your newest album, which, by the way, at the time, it was the album Reload, which was a giant piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, So if people are downloading Master of Puppets right now, you should thank them because they're listening to that instead of this hunk of garbage you're just throwing out at people. It's like you just hit me in the face with a piece of shit.
I bought Reload.
But this is what you're arguing about. Like
I know.
you guys are all, but also it wasn't the artists that. The artists were getting fucked over, but the reason why the artists were getting fucked over is because there was a whole bunch of people with no talent sitting in a tower in a building that got paid millions of dollars a month to make money off of talented people. And those people, when their paychecks started dropping, that's when it became a problem. If it was the artist getting fucked, it would have never even been a story. But when it was executives with no fucking talent that started losing their paychecks, that's when it became a problem. Because that's been the history of everything in this world is that if you have talent, you can make money doing it. But the person who's writing those checks to you, he's getting super fucking rich for having no talent. So, but I mean, anyway, that was just, but the reason why I mentioned that was because this time in existence is fucking great because this guy can make songs, throw them up on fucking YouTube, go to DistroKid, put his shit on Spotify, put his shit on all the fucking services, and have instantly an audience of people that can just stumble by and check it out.
You think I could go onto DistroKid and put a 9-year-old me singing "Roll On 18-Wheeler" and get some plays?
I don't know if you'll get some plays, but you can do that. Yes, the tools are available to you. Will someone click on it? I actually, if you title it 12-year-old kids singing 18-wheeler roll on, you'll probably get a lot of clicks, but it won't be for that reason.
$1 million is $1 million.
It'll be do you guys know that we just reminded me, do you know the Sarah Silverman story about her on
No.
She went on Howard Stern and talked about what she likes to go on to Pornhub and type in really weird shit and see what videos pop up.
Okay.
And she's like, I don't really have she's like, I have a weird taste in the kind of porn I like. And she said it on Howard and that this shit backfired on her.
What was it?
It's a very short video, but I will play it for you.
I'll find it.
Hold on. It's what happened to her is the most fucked up thing in the world because I imagine myself, right? If I was in this situation, I would think the same thing she did. I would start thinking somebody's listening to me. Like someone's in my house right now.
Well, your phone is constantly listening to
Well, yeah, but
and with this new AI shit that's coming out, where you can actually, like, with Siri right now, if you ask Siri, like, make an excuse for my wife why I can't go to dinner tonight, something like that.
Yeah.
It'll bring up your calendar. We'll make an appointment for you tonight at dinner or some shit like this. It doesn't understand what you're saying, but they have just Apple and Siri, or I don't know how it works.
Okay, so this is short, but listen to what happened to her, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I know it's like we're in the last segment, so I want listen to this.
When you were on in 2018, you were talking about the kind of porn that you like.
Oh my God!
This is the greatest.
I found a new one that really is like a victimless crime, where it's like guys either jerking, they're fucking pussy. Pocket pussies.
Oh.
Or like
That's
these
on the-
real dolls that look really real, but they're teeny tiny.
You watch that? I would have
It's so
to.
great because they're like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you fucking whore. You fucking love
But it's a
my
rubber
cum."
doll. Talking to a doll?
But like there's no woman really there. And
Wow.
so it's amazing.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
everything I want and nobody gets hurt. After leaving there, I didn't think anything of it. And maybe it's not like I'm looking at porn constantly, but usually like there's about a week every month, just hormonally, where I become an animal and I must look at porn several times over a couple days. And then a new video popped up because there's only like 8 of them. It's very niche.
Specific. Yeah.
And
Right.
and I start watching it, and I'm lying on my stomach and looking at my phone, and I have to turn my glasses are progressive, so I have to like turn them upside down. It's really, I have put tape over the hole because even a hacker doesn't deserve to have to see that. But I find this one and I watch it, and I fast forward a little bit to the so he's about to come part, And it's got all the elements I want. It's dark. The guy's from the neck down. He's on the side of his shitty bed and the pocket pussy wedged in. There's like a pile of laundry in the foreground. It's just like makes it real.
Yeah.
And as he's coming, he says, Sarah Silverman. He says my whole name twice. Now, my first reaction is I had a heart attack. I thought someone was like hacking, like looking through at me. I rewinded a little and I watched it again. No, in this video, he's going, oh, Sarah Silverman, Sarah Silverman. Then he starts laughing a little and he goes, that's what you like, right?
By the way, I have a clip of it. And imagine Sarah's laying there in her belly. She's taped her eyeglasses upside down on her nose so she can see what's going on.
They don't have to tape them.
And then all of a sudden this comes on.
happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sarah Silverman. Oh, yeah.
Did he make
Sarah
it?
Silverman, you like that, don't you?
He looked it up.
He's laughing.
I can't believe it. I just happened upon it. Somebody made a porn for me. Like,
wow.
I've never been so honored, and I couldn't believe it. And I mean,
crazy.
Howard, I got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and this is more of an honor, I think.
Oh man,
Dude.
That's
Well, that's
why it's important to talk about the things you like, because then some guy will do that for you.
Well, you didn't hear about it last week, I don't think. You probably didn't listen to the part of the show, Owen, where I was talking about I had been playing a video game for about 4 or 5 days, and it 90% of the speech in it is Spanish because you're playing in Bolivia. So
Okay.
everything, all the people, there. I mean, other than like you're a CIA, you've got a CIA handler, you're like a ghost squad, taking out a cocaine drug lord. But my phone, all the fucking DUI videos and stuff that I watched started coming up Spanish. Like not even necessarily speaking in Spanish. It would be like even like a Spanish cop talking English, but then the person they're arresting would be speaking a lot of Spanish. So I think it's actually listening so much that because I wasn't talking, but it heard a whole bunch of Spanish for a couple days, that it started piping Spanish stuff to me.
Hey, speaking of Sarah Silverman, did you see last month in May she posted her naked boobs on the Twitter, on the X?
Oh, she's done that before, yeah.
Oh, she has? Okay, never mind.
She's one of those people that I don't know. I think she's incredibly attractive.
I thought she would have darker nips.
And I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that she's super fucking funny, she's weird as fuck, and she doesn't care. And I think that to me is like that's such a cool but also she has a ton of guy friends that have never tried to date her, so there's something weird there. You know what I mean? So like she must be like that much of one of the guys that people are just like, she's just one of the guys. I don't know. But she's super cool. She's really funny and
I mean,
super original.
Jesus' Magic is a fucking
that's such a great fucking
album.
special.
Yeah.
She's probably smart enough. She intimidates a lot of dudes. To be honest,
She probably does.
She's really fucking smart.
I know. I will say all of the female comedians I've ever worked with have that. People tell them that.
Hold up, I don't have my glasses on.
That's just sexy how she did it. She did it like she's looking in her mirror and you can see her boobs through the.
That might. I'll be honest with you. From here, even with my glasses, it just looks like a picture of somebody taking a picture of the see-through car wash. I can't fucking see anything.
Well, I'll show you when we end the show.
All the female comedians I've ever known like personally as friends all get that from guys constantly. They're like, "Oh, you're so intimidating." And I think it's just because to be a comedian, you have to have a level of confidence that I think a lot of people don't expect from people. You know what I mean?
Or is that just saying, hey, you're more successful than me and I can't handle it?
I just think it's the way you handle yourself. Like, you come across as someone who is willing to go on stage with just a microphone and basically be – it's almost like you're going up there naked. Mm-hmm. You have it's not like you're singing and you have a band behind you to fall back on. Like, as a comedian, you're literally going up there and going, oh, yeah, by the way, I like watching guys fuck pocket pussies. You got to be a pretty confident person to stand up in front of a crowd of strangers and say shit like that. So there's a level of confidence I think that it kind of surpasses what you would normally come across in ordinary people.
Yeah, I hear that, and I'm thinking, like, what's sexy about that? Maybe I should start fucking pocket pussies in front of, like, Brittany. Like, come home and, like, her seeing me fuck a pocket. Would that be that wouldn't be sexy. Like, what is sexy about that?
I've never understood a dude using toys. Like, I think I swear, if I was to, like, buy a fleshlight, I feel like I would take it out, start using it, and within 3-4 pumps, I'd be like, "This is fucking stupid," and I'd laugh at myself and I'd throw it away.
Or hold on, do you actually have to manually move it, or does it have some kind of motor?
A fleshlight is like a flat. It looks like a giant mag light.
It looks like an
that
ice
has
cream cone.
But instead of having a lens with a bulb at the end, it's a pussy.
All right.
So you fuck it.
All right, so you actually have to move it with your hands.
Jack yourself off with it. Yeah.
All right, there are some maybe I've imagined.
No,
these.
they're mechanical.
There's mechanical ones. Yeah.
I might strap one of those to me like a fucking cow and a
Here's the
dairy.
problem, or I've never used one of those, but in my head, so we've all been there where you get yourself off
in the man dairy,
and then when you finish, it's one of those things where in your head you're like, the fuck are you doing, you fucking animal? You can't control yourself. This is what you're doing. Like, there's a level of embarrassment to it, and you're just like, well, imagine after all that, you had to go take apart this thing and pull the bladder out of it and clean it and throw it in the dishwasher.
I don't
That's
even
like
like
my thing.
Yeah, I don't even like cleaning my rifle after I've been to the shooting range.
Hey, if I could strap something to me and get off, that's great. But I don't want to fucking have to clean it up. That's why.
That's the thing. I mean, you have to clean this thing afterwards.
Fuck that. There's some. I mean, probably 90% of the people that buy this fucking shit don't clean it. It's crusty.
Oh God,
they just go back in there.
Oh man,
it's my dried gum.
Smells like the inside of the dumpster at the hospital.
There's all kinds of stories about that actual thing.
Oh God,
really bad.
All right. Well, enough of that shit. You know what? The show is running a little bit long, but hey, I got one last thing I want to do. We played the Booty Clapper song.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let me switch hats here. Get my board up. Hold on. Play a little.
I want you to actually have a turban.
I don't have one.
The board's up.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Oh,
but I got the music. Hold on. Here's my Disney turban.
All right, there you go.
There you go. Is that better? Now I can shade my eyes from seeing you guys look at me disappointedly.
You'll be able to see it in my toenails.
See it in my toenails.
Aye. Should I do the voice, or is that
no?
Too? No,
you should not do the voice.
No, do. Okay. I am the mighty bar snack.
Okay.
You like that or not?
Yeah, mighty bar snack. There you go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I might bring this back, or this might be the only time I do it. Who knows? But I will hold the answer to what I'm feeling. I'm still doing the voice a little. I apologize.
just real quick, are you asking us a question, or are we?
Nope. I'm just going to say something like what I feel right now. I feel a famous saying. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Now I must open this up, and we will see what that goes with. There's I don't like this music.
I was just going to say I love this song.
You like this one? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. What do you think that could be?
I thought it was an old movie, right?
It is an old movie.
Yeah, but...
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. What Owen says when Brittany bitches about the kids. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. All right. I am the mighty bar snack.
The mighty bar snack.
Lots of protein.
Now I hold up to my head one more time, and I will focus. Yellowstone.
6 months away.
Only half a year. Yellowstone. Oh. What Dirt sees in the toilet after he drinks his 2 bottles of whiskey, or not whiskey, vodka every night.
No, I drink whiskey. Yeah.
Whiskey,
You're
whatever
right,
the
whiskey.
fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That was
Yellowstone.
yes.
Okay.
Bar
I feel like I
snack.
should start doing Ed McMahon, just going, hey-oh, hey-oh.
You are correct, sir.
The sweaty bar snack is exact. All right.
We're not sweaty bars.
I'm sweating more and more. All right.
A guy's gonna come out with a lemur that's gonna crawl all over me. I'm gonna piss my pants laughing, fall off the stool.
Come in. No. All right.
A lemur would make this better.
Lemur would make everything better.
You have a lemur hold the paper to your forehead.
I love their little hands. They're so cute. Next answer, the Mighty Bar Snack senses is white noise. White noise. Unlike the song that's playing.
White noise.
This is very colorful noise in the background, but white noise. The Mighty Bar Snack says what people hear whenever Owen is talking. White noise. White noise. I don't like this anymore.
I like this one.
This is a great bit.
No. The Mighty Bar Snack says one more he's got in him, and then he's got to go home and fucking sleep because he's fucking tired. And I don't know why I'm moving like this.
I love, dude. This I was not in on the very first one. Between you dancing and this background music and everything, like I love this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm gradually becoming really comfortable with this bit. Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah.
For the night. Haktua.
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 Okay.
We all know that's an internet fixation by like 14-year-old boys.
Yeah. Haktua. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
The Mighty Bar Snack says the noise most heard while Bushy is playing in one of his 12-hour gaming sessions. Haktua! That's what he's really doing in there. Nobody's playing a game for 12 hours.
28.
Jesus Christ. Haktua!
He burned up a coil on his vape for gaming for 48 hours.
No, I goddamn, I said I wasn't gonna bring this. I guess after we get enough vodka, I just accidentally started a new game. I didn't think that it was going to be good or anything. It was like 8 o'clock on Thursday, and before I knew it, it was 2 a.m. on, 8. However it worked out, I was up from 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. the following day.
Oh, man.
So it was like whatever it worked out. The reason I know that is I didn't even think about it. When I shut it off, I looked in the save file, said 28.3 hours.
Oh, my God.
The Mighty Bar Snack takes that last one away. There's no Haktua happening there. All right, that's enough of that shit. We might do that more in the future.
That's funny though. We just need to, if we're gonna do it, we'll need to go all in. We'll need to get you a turban, and we'll need to get you. Well, maybe not a turban. We'll come up with a funny hat. But we need to get you some envelopes, like so you can tear them open, because that's the whole part of it.
Yeah, I know. I got those at the house. You know what? I will become more prepared. Wait, third segment. Who cares? Do you have one last song to end us out?
I do, but I thought you were having closing thoughts.
I fucking did. I did. Thank you for keeping me on track.
You're doing the Jerry Springer thing, right?
I'm going to try. Hold on. Where's my music? Where's my fucking? There it is. Hold on.
How long did it take AI to write this?
No. That would have been good. That would have been a good idea. Maybe next year I'll do that. Recognize this music?
I do, but I can't.
I do remember that, yeah.
This is what they play, Jerry Springer's
yeah.
Final Thought.
Was that?
Well, this is theme song. They play in the background. And he'd say something really nice, like...
I remember it being way more, like, mellow or chill. I didn't remember it being, like, an upbeat track in the background.
Well, this was what would play when the credits were rolling at the end.
Okay, yeah.
It changed throughout the years, and this was the only one that was 2.5 minutes long, so that's why I picked this one. And I'm 30 seconds into it, so I got to think of something quick. We come together today. No, that's like church. Hold on.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life.
We are. And that's what this is all about.
That was Prince, by the way.
Yeah, I Purple.
When Doves Cry.
Yeah, that happened too.
No, not When Doves Cry.
When Purple Doves Cry.
No, that was not When Doves Cry. That was from the song. What was it called? I can't remember. And it was from the Purple Rain album. Yeah.
I will try to sum this show up in the best way
crazy.
possible.
Yeah.
That
wasn't a challenge.
Shit. I'm too drunk to do this a little bit. But hoarding is bad. This is the notes I made. Okay. There are sentimental values in all things, but the only real sentimental value, my friends, should be in your friends, in the people around you. You could find friends that will go to extreme lengths to help you become famous, even if they put goggles on and let you shit on them in order to get to where you need to go. That's what we call a real friend. So you might have those around you. Just try not to shit on them too much.
Blippi definitely didn't adhere to that.
But
he
just-
shitted on him a lot.
You'll just never know.
You're my best friend, Hawk.
You'll never know what steaming pile of shit will propel you to where you need to be. So keep shitting out there, everybody, and love your friends. This has been Owen and Dirk, Pop Culture Radio.
That's like I like the idea of and so obviously as any kind of a show, it's an ever evolving process. But I like the whole in closing thoughts because as you write notes over the course of the show, you've famously written the words sizzle on your notebook before.
Yeah.
So and if we can at the end of the show have you go back over your notes and tell us, what did you learn today? It's like you came home from school and your grandparents said, Owen, what you learn in school today? Well, I learned don't shit on your friends too hard.
No. Shit on your friends. You'll get a kids show.
That's right. Shit on your.
Next week, we're putting plastic down. I'm shitting on both of you. We should be famous in a month.
Oh, less. You got to put on TikTok.
No. There are some lengths that I will not go, and shitting on people.
Here's the thing about that, man. I am 100% positive that if we did a show, if we were just in the middle of the show, and all of a sudden you just climbed up on the desk and just projectile shitted on everyone in this room, we would have 100,000 subscribers by the end of that week.
Wait a minute. How about?
I don't need. I don't need subscribers that bad.
I mean, I'm not saying I want that to happen, but Bushy, just as fucking well as I do.
Oh, you're right.
That if something like that happened, it would be instantaneous fucking viral.
No, I got it.
We just got to figure out the kids show before we do it, so we can slide.
So we know where we're going right afterwards.
Yeah, we can slide right into the kids show slot after we poop on each other.
This is what we're doing. Next show, I'm getting a portable adult toilet here. And it's going to go right here in the middle. And at the start of the show, we're all chugging laxatives. And we got to see who can hold out the longest. And if in the middle of the show somebody has a shit, they do it right there in the middle and they lose. Whoever holds out the longest will get $500.
Well, see, I wasn't going to do this until you said
I know. I saw your face, so I said $500.
Yeah, no, if you're serious about $500.
Sponsored by my company.
But are you serious about $500? I was like, no, I'm not doing this. That's funny. He's being funny. And then he said $500, and I'm like, I will totally hold shit for $500.
You might lose, though.
Oh, no, this is one of those shows where I blow my fucking gut out because I held it long. They're like, well,
You're going to rupture his lower intestine trying to win $500.
You're going to have to go to my fucking funeral and make it rain $500 on my coffin.
It's like, what happened to Bushy? How did he die? It's like, oh yeah, ruptured his lower intestine trying not to shit.
It'll be a thick rain.
Poisoned his whole body.
Weirdest go.
Poor fella, entire body filled with shit.
We're just following Blippi.
Trailblazer.
Now, you know what? I love you guys, but I love you so much that I will not shit on you guys.
Well, I mean, that shouldn't have to be said.
That's kind of an unspoken bond we have.
We will not use the bathroom on each other. Pinky swear, guys.
Oh, my God. Not if you wiped first.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Is Pinky swear in this situation? You just shove your pinky in the other dude's ass?
Oh,
whatever you want.
I at this point, I have many questions.
I'm not messaging the rapper dude for an interview after this.
No, here's the thing about it. So I don't understand what happened.
First 5 minutes of the show. Third segment.
I don't understand what happened over the course of time. Whereas it used to be like,
vodka.
Hey, did you hear? Hey, did you hear? Oh, he really shit on that guy. And they're like, fuck him. That's now it's gotten to the point where it's like, oh, did you hear? He fucking really shit on that guy. And it's like, oh, man, it takes a lot of trust to get to that point. He must really trust him.
I'm sorry. That was really fun.
They developed a friendship, and eventually they trusted each other enough to shit on them.
It's beautiful, really.
It's a real humanitarian story. If you think about it.
Oddly enough, all into ink blots. For
A word of advice from Blippi if you're going to shit on your friends.
When you play, you have to hydrate.
That explains a lot.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm not. I mean, after you shit on your friends, you can only answer.
So what should we do next?
I don't know. Get a mop, a bucket, some towels.
That's a shot.
My mom's gonna be home soon, and when she sees this bathroom, she's gonna lose her shit.
Let's keep playing.
You know how hard it is to get shit out of knee pads?
You think you could help us? You think you could help us?
I just thought about the fucking foam. That foam knee pads there. You know, fucking foam swells all up when it gets wet. And so it just turns into a giant fucking shit sponge. It's just swelled up with fucking diarrhea and shit water. And it's like, I just throw it in the washing machine. I don't know.
No, it's the fucking corrugated rubber ones. It gets in the grooves, and you gotta sit there with a fork trying to.
You take it out in the yard and fucking get a stick and just fucking peel it out with a stick.
Very stiff brush.
Kind of like when you got fucking dog shit in your Asics and you gotta go out there and fucking. And you gotta fucking pull it out of your Asics with the fucking stick.
How do we play with these? How do we play with these?
Okay, all right. That's enough.
I am so excited.
I see why the kids like this guy now.
Have they seen him shit? They're gonna love him.
I think I need a teacher to help me out a little bit.
Do I have a surprise for you?
Hey, Teach.
Okay, that's enough.
I know usually kids give you apples. But hear me out.
You know what I'm talking about?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's not a worm in your apple.
All right, that's enough.
Oh,
You got one song to end us on this.
Yes, I do. I would feel sacrilegious at this point. This is Orville Peck and Nathaniel Rateliff doing a song that's written by Nathaniel Rateliff for Oliver Peck, and then they did Orville Peck. I'm sorry, Orville Peck. You got all the.
Sorry, it's
I don't know
my
how
fault.
Oliver
It's my
came in.
fault.
Anyway, Orville Peck, Nathaniel Rateliff from the album Stampede Volume 1, his duets album. This is called Conquer the Heart. And this is two extremely great voices together singing.
You got me out there, honey. We danced until I let go. Never been lost in a moment, but there's hours I can't recall. It must be you and me forever, baby. It's gotta be you and me.
You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We'll see you again next week.
Maybe tonight you let me run into your
Pop Culture Radio has been a weird Florida production. Like and subscribe on your favorite platform.